boost the signal.
Mm,
But other than that, why don't we get a quick recap from May June of last time?
Absolutely. Um, we began the session, I think, having just dispatched some mind flayers. We decided to check out the illusory wall that we had not had a chance to sort out last time, triggering some sort of trap in the process. Took a little bit of damage, went in there. There was another illusory floor, and we solved that, and popped a chest open out of it, finding some potions, I think, and some recipes for potions. I think that there was at least one. No, it was the recipe for like hill giant strength or something like that. And now Mei Chun has a drug problem. Then we went to the space where we fought Malik, and then also fought the Shadow Kai. And while we were there, Beryl was working on opening up the vault, trying to unseal the stone shape she'd put there before, so that way we could get the mobile hollow point out and slap it on a floating disc. While we were in there, I attempted to meditate on the Guandao and reach out to Xanthanor, but they were not interested in chatting. Sim and I also attended to the dead bodies of the Shadar K there. I remember at one point, Anna Kate, we got quite bored with the idea that we were going to be there for a whole nother day, and I feel like her and I went out to go do something, but I don't recall exactly what it was. We were maybe going to look for like magic items in the hallways or something like that, but I don't remember actually doing
I
that.
think we decided not to spend that extra day because Nimble convinced us that the Warforged could guard the vault instead.
That's right. Oh, I completely forgot about that. So, yep. So the Warforged, we're going to have a platoon of Warforged down here keeping an eye on the place, which will be good for them, and hopefully also good for us. And then we decided, okay, cool. We've got what we need with the hollow point. Let's skedaddle. We teleported into the library, I think, with Chiron. And while we were in there, we were talking about where to go, what to do, and Nimble suddenly was called back to the old cathedral, and we were like, well, that can't be good. So let's follow him, and we did follow him. And once we got up there, we found that LOD had amassed thousands of ghouls, and they were just sort of hanging outside the great cathedral. And we were like, well, Anna Kate told us so. And we spoke to her, and we were like, hey, what you doing? She was like, oh, I thought it would be good if I showed up in force before the meeting went down. And we were like, yeah, maybe not, but I see where your head's at. We politely asked if she would not mind relocating and perhaps coming to the summit without such a show of force, because it seems overtly hostile, and she was quite disappointed, but elected to take her many battalions toward the marketplace instead. We briefly
and go home.
Yeah, we briefly spoke with the Warforged, and we were like, hey, sorry about that, that's awkward. And we left Nimble there, I believe. And then we decided, hey, we should probably go chat with the rest of the factions now that there's this fucking ghoul army walking around. And split up into two groups. Myself and Anna Kate and Gamork, I think, were with me. I don't recall.
I think Reed went with you.
Okay. I remember it was 3 and 3. Definitely Sim and Beryl, I think, went to the city. Sounds like myself and Reed went to the vampires. I don't recall who else went with who.
Gamork went with you, I believe.
That sounds right.
I wanted to, but that's when I fell asleep.
Yep, that's fair. We did split on the way there. On the way to the vampires anyway. We ran into the ghouls again, and we spoke to Elodie a little bit there. She looked like she was conducting some sort of ritual. When we approached the ritual, the ghouls got a little snarly, but she took note of that and stopped what she was doing to talk with us for just a moment. And that's right. I asked her if she would not mind removing or rather restoring the fog, which has been obscuring A6, so that way the vampires could attend the summit, because it would not have been fair to ask them to join and then exclude them from doing so. And she was like, well, I don't necessarily want them running around all the time, but I can at least drop it on the day of the summit. And I was like, oh, that's better than nothing. And then I went to speak with the vampires, and they were pretty upset about things, understandably so. And we spoke at length about what would be involved maybe in wresting control of quite so many ghouls from Elodie. And one of the Mind Drinker vampires there thought that he had sufficient arcane knowledge to conduct the ritual if he knew what it was. And we recalled that Sim actually had that ritual, so we were going to go speak to Sim, see if he would not mind sharing it once we explain our intention to split the power of the Ghoul army between the Minddrinker vampire and Elodie, so that way she alone did not command all of them. And I believe that they were speaking to the Soft Spires and the Esmira, and I think that is where we left off. I don't think that we've actually made it back to town to speak with Sim and the rest of that half of the party yet.
I think Sim, didn't you
We went back to the library, I think. We didn't want to stay in the...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that. Oh, that's right. So we went to the camp, and they were like, oh, yeah, they're gone. And we're like, well, they must be at the library. And I think we decided that we were going to go that way and perhaps have just arrived, but have not spoken at all.
Yeah, so I think the party is now at the library, which is up here under the keep. Alright. So yeah, what is the plan now that everyone is at the library?
Well, when I enter the library, I'll see the other 3 party members stationed there, and I'll sort of address the 3 as a group, and I'll ask, what news do you have from the Softspire and Esmira camp? How did your conversations go there?
They are unsettled, but will not do anything unwise, it seems.
Fair enough. So we have, well, I have something of a proposal. I went to speak to the vampires, as you know, and to see, first of all, that they were not aggressive about the change in scenery outside. And while I was there, I had something of an extended conversation with Cao Meng and one of his lieutenants, I think, whose suggestion was that we could perhaps, with the ritual that you had identified previously and his arcane expertise, leverage his magic to conduct the ritual on the altar that we know about down here, perhaps eliminating some of the control that Elodie has over the ghouls, giving it to this lieutenant, so that way no one individual has command over all of them, and this may help with, I don't know, controlling Elodie and her potential need to demonstrate her newfound powers.
But would that not just give power to another untrustworthy person, Nimble says?
Some, yes, but not as much. Better to have 2 untrustworthy individuals with half the amount of power between them than to have one untrustworthy individual with all of it, I think. But that is just my opinion, of course.
I disagree. I believe that certainly possession of ritual means we might at some time disrupt Elodie's hold, but it would be extremely unwise, I believe, to attempt this before summit. I think everything will go better if Ghoul Army is a factor to be considered by Imperials and others. For one thing, there is considerable danger, especially if you propose to undertake such action to benefit vampires. everything I understand of the rituals of the altar is that they grant access to power in Isik, but manipulating rituals and altars does not change what has been done with that power. With power divided, mists cannot be commanded, and right now their command is to not be present. So,
perhaps it is this way. I don't know if the mists. I wonder if the mists would simply come back if they had not, if they do not continue to be deterred. I'm not sure if it's something that has to be brought back, or if it's something that would come back naturally as a result of the power being divided.
And then
I don't know
furthermore,
enough about it.
I think, again, I think Elodie's army may be perhaps only thing keeping your vampire friends alive after the summit.
Beryl agree that is maybe not wise for tribe to encourage ritual before summit because many reasons, but Elodie not yet do anything to break agreement tribe had with Elodie, and tribe agreed to help Elodie take over ghouls, so maybe seem like tribe go back on word unless Elodie give strong reason. Yes, Elodie make big flex, but maybe Elodie do nothing more than flex. And if ritual, if Elodie sense ritual weakening, maybe Elodie panic and make bad action before summit, make matters worse. Try maybe just watch carefully, continue to talk with all parties, and be ready to impart the knowledge to the vampires if tribe feels the situation become more dire, so vampires can do ritual to take some ghouls.
Maybe so. I guess it is perhaps just my opinion, and granted it is biased, that she has already had a negative impact on at least one faction in Isik, and that was without our blessing. Not that our blessing is key to anybody taking action on anybody, but I think that her walking around with an army has unsettled pretty much everybody, and bringing the sun back has definitely had a direct negative impact on the vampires.
It's true, but again, my concern is not for positive or negative impact for any faction, but likelihood of war. Imagine had we not gained access for a necromancer to perform ritual, then at Summit it is Imperials who have largest army, greatest mass of forces in city, and greatest incentive to push for greater concession. And Elodie herself says she feels threatened by presence of vampire. At Summit, people will be looking to make alliance, make common cause, and it is very easy to point at vampires. Especially since everyone already questioning their presence in city, and we have failed to provide assurances to other parties. Now, going into Summit, they see vampires weakened and moreover Ahun's vulnerable. It may be easier to find common enemy in this direction now, with things as they are, and vampires less likely target. I still think this is better for your interests, Meijun. If I did not think so, I would not have pursued this course of action.
If you say so. I'm certainly not a diplomat, but I am incredibly nervous that the vampires showing up to the summit without the ability to move around Isik freely, other than on that day, will not bode well for their chance to have an equal voice in the conversations. Why would anybody take them seriously when the threat of the sun is now present?
Sun's only out half the day.
Actually, that's a good point. Maybe they will consider what they do in the dark.
Chiron
Anyway.
says this necromancer would most likely see a splitting of her power as an act of war, and it could cause strife between the factions. But at the same time, her taking the initiative to lessen the fog is a bit of an act of war against the vampires. I don't believe there's a good answer to this.
It's maybe maybe misunderstanding. Beryl doesn't know if Elodie is trustworthy, but Tribe make deal with Elodie, agree to help Elodie get control of ghouls. At the time, Tribe worried about vampires in city, not, before vampires had attacked Tribe when Tribe made deal with Elodie. Possibly Elodie, maybe act differently if Tribe if Elodie knew Tribe might make deal with vampires or come to know vampires. Beryl doesn't know, but maybe more sides and more misunderstandings than just acts of war.
That's a good point. I don't think that she necessarily did it because she was trying to muscle the vampires out. Well, maybe she did, but not because she knew that they were affiliated with anybody specifically. I did try to speak to her about it on the way over there, but she seemed quite keen on not bringing the fog back. I did mention you, Beryl, specifically as being directly affected by it as well. I know that the sun does not treat your eyes well, and if it was something that you were interested in speaking with her about, she has already offered to lend an ear, but she certainly would not listen on my behalf, and I don't blame her necessarily.
Yes, Beryl doesn't like sun. Beryl can tell Elodie when Tribe finds Elodie again. Maybe Elodie listen to Beryl and make Beryl's eyes hurt less.
Very well.
Alright, so what does the party wish to do?
How much time do we have before the summit?
It's the 70th.
Yeah.
So we got
About 3.5 days, because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 66th of autumn.
We still have no way of getting to the Shadowfell.
That's correct.
I have been working on that, Lyra says, though I sadly, no offense to you, Chiron, but your books are limited. And he says...
But Chiron's also working on setting up Palo for more books, yes?
Indeed. I have been doing the ritual for most of the day. It should be ready by tomorrow, which should help us greatly. Melody nods. She says, we have to work as fast as we can. Have there been any words or signs from the Shatterkai? Maybe trying to reestablish contact?
Not to my knowledge, but I can speak with these individuals out here. Perhaps they have some sort of connection that we're not aware of. They were at least able to communicate with Arden Relic during the fight, but I don't know if that was something they can do or something he can do. I'll go have a word with them.
Chiron nods. So yeah, you see them still just kind of sitting in there. They haven't, they've healed up, but they haven't, doesn't seem like they're really doing anything.
Okay.
I think you took their weapons away, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what are they gonna do if they escape? They're stuck on this plane, so
yeah. So they continue to watch you. The area is lit up, so they can't shadow step. But you don't think they could go through the barrier, even if they could.
Okay.
You're not sure about that, though.
Okay.
Well, I think we specifically put lights or something out. I can't remember.
Yeah. So I believe that Chiron put light spells up, which I guess I should probably represent. Where is it? So one of them looks up as you approach and just kind of waits as if he's expecting you to say something.
I'll say, good afternoon. I understand that the situation is not ideal, but I was wondering if I could get you anything. I have some rations, etc.
He says, we've already been fed. Perhaps you could release us.
I don't think that is within my authority to grant. It seems like sort of a group decision at this point. However, I was wondering if you had received any sort of contact from the Shadowfell lately. I wasn't sure if that was something that was possible or not, but I figured it was worth the ask.
He says, no, we've had no contact from any of our people. I don't know how they'd find us in here.
Very well. Does he seem like he's being truthful there?
Give me an insight.
Yeah,
Seems
sure
like
does. Yep. Okay.
They want to be your best friend.
I'm sure he does. Well,
I
then
know
I'll
that's
just,
what Najun thinks. Like, oh yeah, these guys are totally on the up and up.
Yeah. I'll then just give them a polite bow, and I'll say, well, I'm glad that you've been fed already, and thank you for your time.
He just nods.
Beryl,
I'll go back in here and shut the door behind me again.
Beryl might approach Reed and suggest maybe time for Reed to contact Diara. Long overdue. Contacting Tribe and no longer paid anymore. Tribe paid well in advance, and days have run out that Tribe paid.
Okay. Would Lyra do that through the?
Oh, sorry. I thought Reed had the means of contracting her.
I don't have.
Did Lyra ever meet Diara? I can't remember. I really don't recall.
I thought Iara left someone a ring that could be used to contact her.
Oh right. Oh, do I have that?
I think that was kind of retconned. I don't think it was actually mentioned in the beginning, but yeah. Last time we brought it up, Lou said that we had a ring, and I think we all assumed Reed was maybe we assumed you had it because we probably threw it in the bag of holding or something. I don't know. I don't have it in the inventory, but
I mean, I don't have anything on my character sheet like taking up a slot or anything.
I don't think it was attunement or anything.
Okay. Yeah,
It
I'll
was
ask.
just like unnamed homebrew talk with Iara kind of message ring or something, I think.
Yeah, if that's available, I will try to contact Ayara.
Alright. Let's see. So you have a sheet that she was using, and that was under character info.
It's
Yeah,
under
there it is.
group info, actually. Iara shopping list, yeah.
So you contact her, and she would say, "Oh, the tribe. It's been a while. I don't suppose you're on your way back yet."
Tribe has already been back. Couple times.
Char?
She says, "Yes, I await your return in Char. I have results from your sales and wish lists."
Okay, should we
Let's make a quick stop in Char.
Beryl will look
Do something
grumpy.
useful.
She said she'd contact Tribe when she finds items before she makes sales or trades.
well, yeah, if we could head back to Char really quick and see what she got.
How would you get back to Char?
Teleport.
We have our ways.
When you say teleport, which teleport?
Teleport down outside of Nightweather Vault, or possibly with Nimble's people's permission, teleport from Church Under.
Using the hollow point?
I mean, I think that's our only option unless we wanted to travel 3 days back to Char and 3 days back to here, in which case we would miss the summit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd actually be 7 days. It's much farther than the caves.
Oh, gotcha, sorry.
But did you have that one powered? The one underneath in the halls of Tarsus?
Yes, we left actually the one down in front of the vault is not powered anymore because the Shadow Kai stole that crystal. But the one under the Issa Cathedral that the Warforged now control, we had powered that one, and we also powered the one in the halls of Tarsus.
All right.
I remember that. 'Cause I remember when Mei Jun came through the first time, everybody's like, "Oh, you'll be fine." I came through, and it was the first time I had ever teleported, and I was like, "Ugh!"
We also have the one at the labs powered, which we believe is the arcane crystal or the power crystal, not the shadow crystal.
All right. So you're gonna head down to the Warforged cave.
Was there anyone else who needed to do anything in Chiron's library or here in Char like today, or do we want to try and go back to Char more or less quickly again?
I noticed you picked up the bones of the little girl. We should bury those.
Barrel thinking maybe does Tribe think Mother Claw would like bones to be buried in Char in churchyard? Humans, make special ceremony and make ground special around their churches, and maybe Mother Claw prefer this ground to Isik, since Isik is kind of cursed and infused with necrotic magic, and maybe not as. Beryl doesn't know. Beryl was thinking maybe try to take bones back to Char, but no important to Beryl which we choose.
I think that's a good idea, Beryl.
Which bones are these?
So I think it was before. I don't know if you were with the party, but there was a extra big ghoul.
Talking about the one under the caves?
Yeah, that was called Mother Claw.
We already put those bones to rest.
Not in this group.
That's the only time that I have ever met the giant ghoul.
No, we fought Mother Claw in the Tuesday group and in other groups as well.
Not with me.
Maybe not with you, but...
Yeah, no, I'm saying I distinctly remember finding the bones of like the Mother Claw's like family or whatever, or at least the daughter presumably, and Mei Jun made a point of having a little ritual / burial once we came out from the undercaves.
Okay, I remember that happening in another group. I didn't remember it happening in this group. So anyone else, if you want to chime in that doesn't get mixed up like me, I don't know.
Yeah, I did not join. I did not join Tuesday until after Isik, so it would not have been.
Well, right. No, I understand that, but like on the Tuesday group, we didn't bury the bones right away. We carried them a while, just like this group has done. So I just assumed that maybe it was like after you joined us that we buried them, but I could be misremembering, and that's why anyone else.
If there are other bones, it certainly could have been those, but definitely the ones that we found nearby the Mother Claw got buried.
All right.
Unless there was, like I said, 2 sets of bones.
All right, then I can take them out of the inventory, and we can just assume that it's done then. I have it down as bones of 2 children and 1 adult. And the notes say Mother Claw asked Tribe to bury. And they've been in the Chiron's library section of the inventory for ages. And then I had just moved them into the bag of holding just now, assuming that we were going to carry them with us.
Was there someone else you buried the bones of, maybe?
Yeah, it could have been. I'm thinking... Wait, oh, yes, hold on. No, there were some hallways. Actually, was it this map?
I think it was this map. You're thinking of the shadow.
I'm thinking of these. Yes, that is exactly what I'm thinking of. Scratch that. We didn't bury these. We did bury these bones over here, though. The ones that were like right here or something on this map.
So there was the shadow here.
Yes, that's what we buried.
Bones of. So yes.
Okay,
this
cool.
Is a different victim of Isik.
So many bones.
All right.
Bones.
Well, I mean, we don't have to take a ton of time like
we certainly can.
But the tribe did like promise, so I feel like let's take them back to Char with us and maybe pay like the clerics of Pilor to inter them.
Alright, cool. So you're gonna travel through the sphere back to the vault and then teleport through the Warforged outpost down there?
Yeah.
Or
are we gonna teleport back?
Well, we just did it a few days ago. Like we left Isik after the battle with Malik and went back to Char, and then we've come back since.
Sorry.
All right. So,
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, obviously, it doesn't mean something has changed, but like, we're familiar with the process. I think.
Okay.
all right.
You guys are. I'm.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well.
All right. So you're headed down that way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mork teleported with us because that was after
Yeah,
we
because
met
he
you and
was
Stim.
there for the whole Anna Kate debacle.
Yep.
He joined during that. Yeah. So he was in Char with us and teleported back to Isik with us.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
It does.
Yeah.
All right.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was like, man, it feels like we've only been playing with Sim and Gamork for like a month, and then I realized it was like right before Christmas, and I was like, holy shit!
Time flies.
Time
does
is
fly.
weird in
In
D&D,
D&D.
both in game and out of game.
No fucking kidding.
All right. Sorry, I'm just doing something on the map. Give me one moment.
We really should maybe think about juggling shadow crystals to leave the two Warforged enclaves connected by teleport, though.
The problem is that we don't have any more, and if we go back to places that have them and
we'd have
collect
to
the
walk
crystal,
back, right?
then we have
walk
yes,
back.
exactly.
Okay, well, I'm not saying it's urgent, but we should think about it just because, like, we've split up two little encampments of Warforged now, and later we might want rapid transit between them, so...
Yeah. Well, I assume Chiron might have some plan on how to power his point, since he's hard at work on his little ritual and seems excited about it.
Yeah, we have to see. But give me a D20 roll.
Oh, these are fun.
For no particular reason. Alright, so using the silver, or sorry, not the silver, the glass sphere, you head back down to the Corellan bunker, making your way through the caves. As usual, there are the ghostly mind flayers, but luckily none of them that you pass by seem to be risen or awaken, so they don't bother you.
Are you taking us down to the Nightweather Vault?
Yes, because you said you were going to the outpost, because that one's powered. The Warforged outpost where the vault is.
Oh, that's right. There's the teleportation orb as well as the actual hollow point outside the vault, isn't there?
Because the church doesn't have the power, if you remember.
How did we get here the first time? Because that was not powered, obviously, when we came here.
You traveled through the undercaves, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I meant, like, when... After Anna Kate's arc, we definitely teleported here. Where did we arrive?
Yeah.
We arrived in the cathedral, is what I recall.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I saw of the city.
Yeah. And that was before we met the Warforged. They didn't show themselves that particular time.
Gotcha. So that point is no longer powered? Or it was somewhere you could port into but not out of?
Yeah. The point outside the vault door is no longer powered because we assume the Shadow Type took the crystal.
It's confusing because there's the vault. There's the vault of Kultura, which is the Warforged area. Then there's the Nightweather Vault.
Right.
Or at least
So there are places that you can teleport to, but you can't teleport from. Is that correct?
Yeah, you need the power crystal there to teleport from.
Gotcha. That was my misunderstanding. I was like, why couldn't we just go back the way we came? Gotcha. I'm on board. Carry on.
So as you approach the area with the big battle, I'm just gonna delete this for the moment as you leave this area. You see that there is a large door that has been set up like a barricade to block the vault room. Inside there are several Warforged that as you approach they train crossbows on you. Then as they see you better, they wave as if recognizing you.
Okay, so the door is open?
So we went
they're on the outside of it.
They're on the inside, but they would open it for you as you enter.
So does it have like a slit that they can see through or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotcha. All right.
And you see this area has a bunch of Warforged in it now, as you enter. And also, there is an Iron Golem here.
Okay. I'm
Is that my
confused.
friend?
No, you had a stone
There's a-
golem friend. It's hanging out near Elodie's former headquarters, maybe
Oh,
still.
that's right.
Unfortunately, the stone golem won't leave the sewers.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm still confused. All right, so we walked down here from Chiron's library, and we passed
you
the
tell-
Corellin
you-
Elven bunker.
You teleported through the silver sphere, remember? The one that...
So we walked. So we came down to the Corellin Elven bunker and then walked here.
Yeah, you teleported to the using the sphere, then you walked through the bunker, and then you.
How did we get to the sphere?
It's connected to Chiron's library.
Oh, okay.
That's how you originally got down here. Yeah, it's a little bit of a time saver.
We walked. We found the orb by walking, and then
after.
we powered it.
Yeah,
Myra has ported us there like 3 times.
Yeah. But the first time she did it was because we found the room and powered it.
Yes.
It was Abagaru that helped us
Yes,
find
exactly.
it. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, once you're here, I assume you're going to the Halls of Tarsus, which you're hoping is still
this
powered.
teleporter doesn't have a shadow crystal. That's what I've been saying.
No,
I thought we were going.
This one does, because you teleported from here.
Yeah, we had to leave from here
to the cathedral. The cathedral doesn't have one.
Okay, when we encountered the Shadar Kai a few sessions ago and fought them right here, you told us that the crystal that we had left powering this port was gone, so we assumed the Shadar Kai had taken it.
Yeah, but I think you put a new
last session
one in.
we took our last crystal and put it in there so we could teleport out of here?
because then you teleported from here to the cathedral.
With
Okay.
Actually,
the floating disc.
I think the cathedral has one too, if I remember. So I think all...
The cathedral does have one.
Yeah, so I think all 3 of these
That's
have
why I
one now.
thought we were going there to teleport. That's why I was so confused when we came down here.
Oh, I guess, this is actually a little closer than the cathedral.
Okay.
But this is definitely the more dangerous way. Here, let me make note of that the 2 of them have it, because for some reason I thought the cathedral didn't have one.
All right, so in party inventory income upkeep, I do have a log of the shadow crystals, and it looks like I did update it in the last couple sessions. So I've crossed out the 2 power crystals that have gone missing, and I've got 1 crystal powering Hollow Point and Halls of Tarsus, 1 in Vaults of Kultura, 1 in Outside Nightweather Vault. So that's this one. That's the one you say that we replaced. That was our last crystal.
Yeah.
Teleportation orb in Corellian Elven Bunker. So we've got 4 points powered. Okay.
What was the 4th one? Oh, okay. That's the
Halls of
the
Tarsus,
labs.
Vaults of Kaltora, Nightweather Vault, and Corellian Elven Bunker. And then the Arcane Crystal is powering the labs of the Alcavian labs.
So you're headed back to the Halls of Tarsus?
Yep. And I did have a quick question for you, just based on what we can observe here in this room. This horizontal bit of glyphs, I could just be misremembering, but it appears to be new. Is that something specific?
I think it was there before. It connects, maybe I didn't have it marked, but it connects the hollow point you created to the teleportation circle.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Alright, so the group will leave this place.
Sorry for all my confusion. There's so many points to remember, and I got really confused there.
I remember this one for sure.
Yeah, you reemerge within the teleportation area of the Halls of Tarsus. The golems recognize you, so they don't interfere. And I assume you're headed back out?
Yep.
Alright, so... Actually, let me check something. So, when you get to this area, The door is actually closed, and it doesn't seem like anything has changed. However, when you get back into the halls of Tarsus themselves, does anyone have a passive perception of 15 or over?
Yes.
Yep. 15
Yes.
exactly.
So, you would note as you come back into this room over here, which I think some of you have mapped, but some of you might not because you're new to this place.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
There are some strange markings on the ground. Does anyone have Arcana?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
You need
So-
a roll?
+5.
So, Sim, you have Arcana and the Perception?
Yeah.
Alright, so you notice these markings, and you believe they are the claws of something very large and demonic that you've seen before, called a Vrock.
Ah.
Which might be a little bit worrisome to all of you, because you thought this place was clear.
I will point out the markings and say that something demonic has passed this way.
With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and pull my token out just because
Yeah,
there's
that's fine.
shit in the area. Yeah.
Do I know anything in particular about these?
So you know they are very powerful flying demons that have a dangerous screech that can stun, and a strange globules on them that they can shake off that do poison in an area around them.
Where
Disgusting.
But you don't see any of them in here. You just see the scratch marks. That
Oh.
the size would make you think that they are definitely Varrock marks. But as demons, you wouldn't expect them to be on this plane of existence. It's very odd to find them.
Can I attempt to look around for traces of these rock, whether it is other claw marks or some such, that might give me an indication of if it's possible to track them?
Do you have survival?
I do have survival.
Give me a survival check. Alright, so you look at the markings, but it's kind of hard. You don't see any signs of passage in the nearby area. If they flew through here and just made a quick scratch, it might be hard to follow them.
Sure. As I'm taking a look at them, I'll turn to Beryl and I'll say, Beryl, what do you make of these? Can you see any more of them around, or is it just this collection here?
I guess Beryl will look around and see what she can see.
Give me a survival check. So yes, looking around Beryl, you would see some signs of passage that the Vrocks may have gone north from here.
Beryl sees claws here and looks like nasty things that made marks have traveled.
So as you go up, it looks like part of the wall up here has been destroyed.
Was that
Over
this
here.
here? Interesting. So this is actually, well, I guess I wouldn't have noticed it how it was previously, but it is clear that there was wall here and it is not there anymore.
Yeah, something smashed through it.
Interesting.
At least Tribe doesn't have to swim in nasty water anymore.
But the signs of passage continued north from here.
Beryl sees more scratches. They keep going.
This
Do we wanna
is this like a
do
puddle
that
here?
way?
Yeah, it looks like just some water was dripping in from the ceiling in several
Okay.
parts of the room.
If there is demonic incursion in the area, well, we will have to contend with it sometime.
Why do tomorrow what you can do today?
And best to know whether these are summoned or abandoned.
Indeed.
They are demons. They do not simply pass through.
No, demons don't generally live in this world unless something summons them.
Sure. I know that it was Beryl was the one who had pointed them out to me, but as I get to this point, can I attempt to see if it's clear which direction they've gone?
So give me another perception check.
Perception, okay.
Or sorry, survival, not perception.
That's fine. It's the same modifier. I'm proficient both, so garbage is the answer.
Alright, so it looks like to Beryl that the tracks continue up this way. Now at this point, one direction will lead you back towards town, while the other will lead you deeper into the halls of Tarsus.
Yeah, Beryl would be going straight for the exit. Because, like, our whole plan was to go back to Char.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is there it looks like there's light coming from that room?
Yeah, so there's the fireplace that's still burning over in that room. That's lighting up the area.
Okay, well, seeing nothing, and since Beryl has said nothing, I'm just following her.
Okay. So the group is heading back to town.
Yeah.
So we're going to do tomorrow what we could do today.
Well, at this point, I still think I'm doing today what I could do tomorrow. I'm just following Beryl.
Okay.
Well, she's just like we
Fair
came
enough.
back to the Talls for a reason, so she's just like focused on that reason.
Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. If you're not saying anything, then I'm assuming that you know where you're going.
Alright.
She might say something like, "Oh, good, no more claw marks this way." But she just like keep going because she thinks that's our target.
Does she actually know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she can see
Well,
that they're
that-
going to
on
the
a-
east.
So
Yeah, he told me
you
this
would
on
have
my
seen
roll.
her come up this way looking at something, probably for the tracks, and then probably go back this way.
Okay.
Well, I think like when I got here,
Would
she
you
was-
just ignore the rest of the trail and just
She
Well,
was like tracks over there.
she's-
Nope.
No, okay. I think that because we came here to go back to Char, so she's following the track, she's seeing the claws, but when she gets here, she's gonna be looking this way and like, oh, looks like the coast is clear. But she would probably say something like, oh, good, no more claw marks this way, or something like that.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'll ask. I'll say, do you see claw marks going to the east then?
East? Okay, Beryl will look. Oh yes, there are claw marks this way.
Yeah.
But back to Char is that way.
What do you say, group? Shall we carry on and assess this new threat, or shall we put a pin in it? I, for one, would rather know what it is that we're dealing with.
Yes, I'm a bit concerned about having demons under Char.
I agree.
The mayor wouldn't be happy.
What if they follow us?
Alright, so you're going to try to keep trailing them?
Mhm.
Beryl, you were leading the way because you're following the trail, right?
I think at
Mei
this
Jun is
point-
attempting to, but certainly.
She's definitely not in the lead at the moment because she's like, wait, where's everyone going?
All right,
June
can I
is-
try to?
So anyone that wants can do a survival check because Beryl has been kind of showing you the markings if you want to pick up the trail. Probably not
Sure.
Mei June just because it's been so soon since you made your other one.
Look at Anna Kate's got
Okay.
it.
But
Jesus.
yeah, Anna Kate is on it. She's like, I see the scratch marks as she kind of rubs the wall.
Here
And
they
yeah,
are.
they look like they go this way. And all these doors are open. So from there, they go south, it looks like. Once again, it looks like the doors were smashed open by something.
Coming in or coming out?
It looks like they were smashed inward on the towards this way.
Like
some-
smashed
So something
from north to
Like
south.
in our
Yeah.
direction of travel?
uh,
So
opposite. So something
Oh,
came
okay.
from south to north
Oh,
originally.
cool.
Oh, is that the same?
Have we
So
already-
the wall that we saw smashed previously, was that then smashed north to south?
No, that might have been something else that broke through.
Interesting.
So
Or wait,
you're saying
actually, let me think about that. Because that wall wasn't smashed by the dragon, right? You guys fought the dragon. Or am I remembering that wrong?
We ran away from the dragon the first time we saw it, and then we killed it the next time we met it.
Yeah, I thought when you ran away, didn't it break through the wall chasing you?
It could have. I don't recall.
Oh, maybe you got too far ahead. But yeah, so the first original time when the wall over here broke, I think it was because the dragon was chasing you. And you went
Gotcha.
underneath and then it smashed through. But it looks like something different smashed these doors open.
Okay.
Have we already searched this room for loot and stuff at a previous time?
I would assume so, only because I can see dead skeletons on the ground.
Yeah, the group
Yeah,
came
I
through
think
here
we would
before.
share. We would share that this was, something we did early on before
It looks
traveling
like
to Issa.
it looks like some kind of laboratory.
Well, if we get to a
the-
place that you haven't been before, certainly do say something.
The table's covered in alchemy tools, so you guess this was some kind of alchemical lab. Getting to the south here.
Pillar in
Go ahead.
Beryl would share with the newer members of the tribe that the pillar in middle of room glow if that arcane power. Other pillars too, and together powered pillars allowed tribe to open doors.
Interesting.
Tribe killed the things that tribe found behind those doors.
I see.
What do you want to do? Actually, May June, so you're going down that way. What's your passive perception?
15.
Alright, so you're moving through this area. There's some cracking a bone as you walk next to the large pile. And you hear what sounds like the flapping of leathery wings coming from this way.
Ah, fuck. Okay, yeah. As soon as I do that, I'll back up and attempt to obscure a line of sight with the doorway or something like that. And I'll sort of like crouch down and do like a hold up gesture. Man, to my knowledge, I'm sure Meijun remembers, but who has the eyeballs in this party? Is that Beryl?
Well, it was. We lost our eyeballs, but I
That's
think
right.
Rest of us.
It's Beryl.
Nikolai
Yep,
was
it is Beryl.
Nikolai was our eyeballs.
Yeah, I'll be quiet, but I'll put my hand out at you, Beryl, and I'll just, like wave you
I've got
forward.
I've got plus 10 stealth. If that is eyeballs, is that eyeballs?
Perception is eyeballs, but stealth would not be bad here either. So
I've got plus 5 perception and proficiency in both stealth and perception.
okay, and then I'll just
That helps.
It might. The stealth might come in handy. Yeah, I'll say that. If this is something I would be familiar with by now, so I'll wave you forward as well, and I'll just put a finger up, like be quiet, like over the shush. But
Okay.
yeah, Beryl, when you come forward, I'll kind of point down where I heard what I heard.
So, Beryl, what is, or give me a, I guess, perception check if you're taking a listen.
I did. Yeah, her perception
13.
was 13. Her stealth was 26.
All right.
What's your passive? Like
17.
or something?
Oh, yeah,
though
that's true.
There's no
Fire.
light over there, so it would actually be 12. But yeah, when you get over here, you as well hear the sound of what it sounds like something big flapping around over there.
She would use her stealth to inch forward very, very slowly and carefully. Is Gamork coming with?
Yes, very stealthily as well. Hopefully, we'll see here.
All right, the two of you give me stealth checks.
Oh boy, that's with my plus 10.
Yeah, look at
Righteous.
Oh,
Are you
Oops.
on the map,
That's-
Gamork?
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's on top of you.
Yeah.
He's on top of you or under you.
Oh boy. I didn't
Oh,
see you
okay.
before.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
That's all right. I was like, where'd they go?
I really like you.
That should actually be Lou. That should actually be a 29. I rolled acrobatics instead of stealth.
Gotcha. All right, so Beryl is being very quiet. Gamork, not so much. So go ahead and keep moving down the hall.
She's just hugging the wall, hoping to like get to the end here and peek around the corner. But she is kind of watching
Alright.
this way as her vision expands.
So everybody freeze.
Oh God.
As you step forward, Gamork, you would see something coming like a bat out of hell from the shadows up north. Give me initiative rolls.
Great.
Do
Ooh.
I have the thing? No, I don't. God damn it.
I have a question, Lou.
Yeah.
Since my stealth was 29 and Gamork was probably, since his stealth roll is probably like what this creature heard and is barreling this way, would I have any kind of surprise round or something since it might not know I'm there?
Well, for now it doesn't see you. But
Okay.
we'll see who goes first. Because you still
Looks
have
like
cover.
Gamork. Looks like Gamork is eager.
He's very prepared.
Alright.
I think somebody rolled.
I'm
Somebody rolled a
not.
torch.
Uh-oh. Who's the
Anna
torch?
Kate.
Anna Kate,
Oh.
are you the torch?
Sorry.
You're good.
And we got some ties. Look at that, 22s and 10s,
Wow,
and then
so many
Gamork's
22s.
25.
Alright.
A full house.
At least, hopefully, we'll get most of our turns in before whatever's coming.
So, Gamork, as this thing is flying towards you, you get to act first.
I don't suppose I can reason with it.
It doesn't look very
Be friends.
reasonable. But,
Okay.
I mean, you could
Um,
certainly try to reason with it.
He doesn't. He doesn't look very reasonable. I'm just gonna go for my longbow, and I think I've got 3 attacks that I can do.
Alright, so you get an arrow notched as it's coming at you and fire. Oh
The
yeah,
22 hit.
22 would indeed strike, kind of clipping his wing. And that is a magical bow.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I want it to be right now.
I will it to be magical.
So, unfortunately, this thing seems to be resistant to non-magical attacks, only taking 5 from that first hit. Second shot. I need another attack roll.
Sorry, I did the wrong thing there.
That's fine. Yeah, so
Ooh.
you pull out a second arrow and once again strike it, doing... Well, I can take the 12. So 6 points of damage as it once again resists the attack. And you said you had a third attack? Oh yeah, 17 would strike a third time as another arrow hits it. And it does another 3 damage. And it seems very annoyed with you. Anything else?
I am going to move because I don't know what this thing can do to me. So I'm going to move over. Yeah,
Alright,
I think that's as far as I can go.
quickly back up and mark yourself as having your bow in your hand. And that's it for you. Beryl, what are you going to do?
So I'm assuming that I hear the flapping of wings getting close, and I just watched Gamork shoot some arrows.
Yeah.
So
So you...
I pretty much know something's coming, even if I don't see it yet, right?
Yeah, it's the machine gun over here for the ranged weapon. But yeah, so you basically saw Gamark kind of go ugh, and then take some shots at something and rush back, and you hear something flapping towards you.
All right, expecting it to come around the corner at any moment, I am going to fire shield.
All right, you engulf yourself in a flaming shield.
And then Barrel will come bounding out. And oh no, there's more than one. The bear looks like ready to attack, and then Meijun and Gamork might kind of see like the bear kind of glance a couple different ways around the corner, and then like kind of hesitate and stand the ground right here.
All right. So the bear.
I'm gonna remove that symbol because I don't know why that's on my bear.
That's fine. Reed, what are you gonna do?
I guess I will move my full 30 down to here,
Okay.
and I can't see either of them from here. So I'm just gonna take the dodge action for right now.
All right. So you are ready for an attack. The enemies go. So this one's flying down this way. It sees the bear, and it is going to screech and lunge at you, doing rock stuff. It is going to make an attack with its beak, and then one with its talon. So it pecks at you, not rolling very well. 10 versus AC, I assume misses.
Yeah, that misses.
12 versus AC, though, I believe would get you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he claws you for 11 slashing.
9 fire.
Alright,
Unless he's resistant. Yeah.
He is, unfortunately, being a demon from the abyss, he takes only 4 fire. It seems very upset. So that's it for him. Another one flies in from up here, coming in above. Let's see, he goes 30 feet, and then flies down this way another 10, and is going to come at you from above, swiping at you from above his buddy as he dive bombs with his beak. 14 versus AC.
Hits.
Alright, so he stabs you with his beak, doing 11 piercing. And he takes some fire, right?
Yep.
So he takes 5
Nice.
points of fire as he is burned, and he will then slash at you as well with his nasty looking talons. Crit.
Ooh.
You
Barrel is
are
doing
crit
work.
for 35.
Oof.
As he rolls.
Does he
another-
take the fire damage before I fall over? Since the fire
yeah,
would happen when you connect?
he would take it when he slashed you, so he takes another 4.
All right. So Barrel is Barrel again and takes 15. Wow, that went fast.
Your fire shield is still up?
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah, the
so.
fire shield stays up. Yeah.
All right. So from down south, you hear more screeching.
Uh-oh. Barrel's looking less confident than she did when she morphed into bear and started running forward. Oh no! Oh no!
This is bullshit.
Oh god! They're gonna kill me. Oh no!
There's a lot of rocks flying down
There's
the
a whole
hallway.
frick ton of rocks.
But that is it for them. Miss Ren.
Alrighty then.
With a 13 passive perception, as I'm ducking in the corner so that my light doesn't shine out where they can see it, would I have heard the noise?
You hear? Oh yeah. Well, you definitely hear a lot of screeching and wings.
There, you
flapping out
heard.
there.
Yeah.
You would probably recognize Barrel's bear roar, and
Yeah, I
At
don't know how
least.
far away y'all. I don't know how far away you are.
Close
Oh,
enough.
gotcha.
Yeah,
That.
it's pretty close at
All
this
right.
point.
5, 10. What's going on? Get out of the way. 15, 20, 25. Oh, I see. And Barrel is in trouble. 30, 35, 40, 45. And I'm going to start punching and help Barrel out.
All right. So you rush up as they're surrounding Barrel, and you take some punches at this guy. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, I'll draw Shadow Strider first.
Okay. Draw your shadowy blade of chaos. 23 would strike with the first attack. Stabbing for 15, 4 slashing, 11 slashing, 4 necrotic, as it seems to do full damage to the creature.
Nice.
Not undead anymore. 20 would strike with a second punch. Don't you have 2 attacks with the sword?
Yeah, but if I use one attack action to make an unarmed attack while I'm holding the sword, I get agile parry.
Gotta get that sweet Kensei
Oh,
shit.
the Kensei, right. Alright, so
Yep.
20 would indeed connect with a second hit, punching for 8 bludgeoning, as you do kind of an uppercut following the sword slash.
And let's see, with my bonus, man, I don't feel good about the position that Barrel's in. I'll just yell, Barrel, try to get away, and I will patient defense, take the dodge action.
Okay, so you spend a key point to patient defense. Mei June.
Remind me, for flank, does it have to be, is it 180 degrees specifically, or is it just...
For large
opposite the
creatures,
creature?
it's kind of like just on the other side.
Dope. So, I will first release a mighty roar, and I will run 5, 10, 20, 25, 30 feet here, and do a small about face, and attempt to swing recklessly with Great Weapon Master at the Varrock north of me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Uh, 20 would strike with the first attack. 22 doing 27 points of damage as you cut into him.
And I will. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna make that precise. That's awful. That's terrible.
So add a d8 to your 8.
Jesus.
Well,
To the 10, but yeah, still probably garbage.
did you not reckless?
Wasn't that reckless? I'm confused.
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about the reckless. I don't do anything with precision. Scratch
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say 23 would be enough, or 25 would be enough to strike.
Okay.
So you cut into him for another 19, which would wound him.
Very well. Yeah, at the beginning I wasn't sure if it was time to exercise restraint or not, but now there are 5, so Mei June's pissed.
Alright, anything else?
No.
Alright, Sim. From the other room you hear lots of screeching and wing flapping.
Oh, that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, goodness. Well. Sure. 5. I expend a bonus action to pull Beryl 5 feet closer towards me.
I assume you're willing, Beryl?
Yes, she is. She's yeah, she'll be back in a second. But yes, she's willing.
So she
Alright.
is pulled.
And then, hey, I can finally hit the whole party with this. Ooh,
What level
we're
are you
blessed.
casting?
5th level. I'm spending a warlock slot on it.
Alright. So everyone is blessed, gaining a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. And you begin concentrating and put the minute timer on you.
Oh, sure. I don't know how to do that thing.
The minute timer is the stopwatch, I believe.
Thank you.
And concentration is the guy holding his brain.
Yes, I remember the concentration because I do that often enough.
Insane in the membrane.
There we go.
Oh wait,
And
my thing is broken. Hang on, I gotta go fix that.
and I will use my last movement to duck back around the corner.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Alright,
Fuck
so
that shit,
you
I'm out.
rush out, throwing bless on the group, quickly falling back. And as soon as I get back into game, which unfortunately did just close all my sheets. But oh well. Alright, I'm back. So, you got the timer on. Looks good. Gamork, top of the round. What are you going to do?
I am going to try Shadow Arrow at this one right now.
Alright, go ahead and link it. Because I don't know what any of these powers do, because I haven't had one of these played before. Let's see. Okay, so go ahead and take a shot with that Shadow Arrow.
Oh,
I think it's an attack roll first.
sorry.
It's just your normal longbow first, yeah. There you go.
Ooh,
And you have
well-
blessed.
Oh, yeah, give me a
Yeah.
d4 roll.
Okay.
Because 13 is not enough, but with a d4, you might have enough.
Hang on. I'm really trying here.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay.
Alright, so with a
On the 6th.
3, that's a 16, which would strike. Do you ignore cover? I forget, do you have sniper?
Do I have sniper? Is that in my features?
Yeah, it would be
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Yep.
Sharpshooter, sorry.
I don't think he does.
Okay. Well, luckily, he doesn't have enough cover where that would miss anyway. So 16 would strike, doing, go ahead, roll damage.
Which guy? This guy here had cover.
This guy. No, I said he didn't. I was just curious
Oh,
about that.
gotcha. I was like, I don't think he has any.
So with shadow on it, I'll say that was a magical hit. For 7 plus the 4 is 11. And I assume you're taking a second attack?
Well,
Yes.
I think first he needs to
Is there a save associated?
for shadow. Yeah. Wisdom saving throw for the shadow arrow. Otherwise, he's almost blind.
Wisdom. Sure. So wisdom save. He would have gotten a 14, so I think he made it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he would resist it, but he still takes the psychic damage.
Would have been nice to blind it. Get all that sweet, sweet advantage.
You taking a second shot?
I know.
Yes. I'm going to take 3 of these if I can.
That'll hit.
Alright, now I have to find that thing again. Is that where it was? Yeah, that's it. Shadow. That 17 hit.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Is that how I'm supposed to do this?
So first, so with Arcane Archer, you first make like just a regular shot, and then for most Arcane Archer stuff, once it hits, you decide whether or not you want it to be a magical arrow. So what you do is first you roll the attack, which does hit. So then you'll click on the pink longbow button.
Well, hang on. Not to be a killjoy, but you can only do one arcane shot per turn.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
okay, there
gonna
you
say,
go.
isn't there a limit
Technically-
of that? That's what I was
Yeah,
actually
it's
trying
on
to
the
find right now.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Twice per short rest and once per turn. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
But in any case, that does hit as a regular hit anyway.
Yeah, so you can click the longbow to deal damage on that shot. So 3 damage, because unfortunately it is halved, and I think you get 1 more shot.
Yeah. Okay. And did I need to do a D4 for anything on that?
Only if you
No,
miss.
'cause
It's only relevant if you're missing.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
29 would definitely strike with that 3rd shot for another 3, and the creature looks badly wounded. Anything else?
Can I do a dodge action? Just in case this...
You already used your action to attack, so you cannot dodge. You can move, though.
I will move about here.
Alright,
And that'll be it for me.
Alright, so you back up a bit. Beryl, what are you gonna do?
She is going to cast.
Get him.
That did not center
I think
itself
she's
very
back.
well.
She's muted.
No, she's
Are you
not.
guys not hearing? Are you guys not
I'm
hearing?
here. You're
Yeah,
fine.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So she's going to cast Ice Storm.
Alright, so you summon elemental forces as you riddle this area with ice and sleet. The creatures have to make a dex save? Yeah, dex
Yes.
save. Alright. So, that's 5 of them. They seem to have advantage on the save. Perhaps some sort of magical resistance is helping them.
Okay. So the first is the bludgeoning roll, and the second is the cold damage. I think they take
Alright.
half. Yeah. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, half
Yep.
as much on a successful one. So yeah.
Alright, so the first guy with advantage got a 21, so he would make it, and he would take 29, 31, halved is 15.
Okay.
He's crushed by a
Yay.
large hunk of ice, and his head's smashed. Second one rolls a 4 with advantage and would fail, taking
Wow.
31.
Is it possible to see who is succeeding and who is failing if I'm not familiar with it, or no?
What do you mean? Which ones
Like
are...
as a bystander, it has made you aware of who's getting hit like a truck and who is not.
well, this one failed.
Okay.
The next
Noted.
one, 20, would make it, so he takes 15. The next one rolls a 7, so he would fail, take 31. And the last one rolls a 15, so he would barely make it and take 15 damage. And, I should have left it there for the area of... Well, I mean, they're flying, so it's not really going to affect them. It might affect you.
Yeah.
it's only
Yeah,
till the end of next
technically.
turn. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
anything-
then
Go ahead.
she's gonna bonus action disengage, and that's her turn.
Okay. So that's it for Beryl. Reed.
I'm gonna tell these guys to go back to the abyss, and I'm gonna target this one and cast banishment.
Alright, so you
Nice.
do a double banish. They get to make charisma saves at advantage. 17 and 10. What's your DC?
18.
Alright, so they
Wow.
are both banished. Go ahead and start concentrating.
Concentrating. And I'm gonna hide behind Sim.
Alright, the Vrox go. So this one is going to screech, fly over this way angrily, and he is going to let out a stunning screech.
Oof.
So everyone within 20 feet, which I think is everyone but Gamork and I think Reed back here, right?
Oh, am I not far enough out? Oops. Well, that was as far as I could get.
Oh,
yeah.
Reed's in there too. So Reed, everyone but Gamork. I need.
Remember those D4s, people.
Yep. I need a. What is it? Con save? Yeah, con save DC 14.
Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna spend inspiration on this.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
spending
like that's
inspiration on
worth
this
it.
too.
I have Warcaster, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't need it, but
Well,
And remember, you're blessed.
does the Warcaster give you advantage when it's not to maintain your spell?
Yeah, it's
On the
only on
con?
concentration. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, unfortunately, Anna Kate
Oof.
and Reed have failed, and you two are stunned. So
Wait,
that means.
and Kate, roll that blessed die.
Bill.
Oh wait,
Oh
no,
wait,
you did.
yeah. Oh yeah, he did. It was +2, so
Okay.
13 is not enough. Stunned is the fist.
this.
Oh, okay.
It's like the monk fist, like the fist going up.
But rough.
Oh, that's not gonna be enough. Well, bless is down, people.
So bless is
Oh.
down. The
Oh, yeah,
banishment's down.
Oh wait, I didn't. I failed the con save, but that's the same as the Constitution save.
Well, if you're stunned,
if
you
you're
can't
stunned,
concentrate on
you-
spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it breaks all concentration immediately. Unfortunately. Because when you're incapacitated, I believe you lose concentration.
Yep.
My understanding. Let me just. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's somewhere. I forget where, because 5e likes to hide its rules everywhere.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but if you want
I'll double check.
check up on it, I believe that is how that works. It's the here. I'll show you. It's the symbol. It's the one Anna Kate has.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was that one's turn. This one poofs back in, seems kind of confused, and goes flying over this way, and is going to jump on Anna Kate. You're not helpless, luckily. You're not paralyzed. You're just stunned, so he just has advantage.
Okay. Well, does my dodging still apply?
That is a good question. I mean, technically
Should.
it does. That's
Yeah.
The shield
I
is
would
still
say-
held up in the way.
Yeah, I would say
I
it
don't
would
have
be
a
sort of
shield.
like if you're like in combat and oh Jesus, Otto, that's loud.
Alright.
If you're in combat and like a flashbang goes out or something like that, but you're like have the wherewithal to
Yeah,
dip,
defensive
dive,
posture
dodge.
is still helpful.
Yeah. So first attack with the talons, 13 would miss you. Second one is a 21. So
That
might have
hits.
Gotcha. So you are pecked with the beak for 10.
Okay.
This one here is gonna fly over this way above, and it starts shaking spores everywhere. I need everyone within 15 feet to give me a con save. So I think that's everyone except Reed and Gamork. DC 14 again.
Oh,
Alright, so everyone made it but Beryl. Beryl, unfortunately, you were affected by the spores. You're poisoned. While poisoned, you take damage at the start of each of your turns, and you can make another con save at the end of each turn to try to kick the poison.
Okay.
Alright, so that's it for that one. This one's going to fly down this way and pounce on Mei June.
As it enters 10 feet of me, I'd like to use Polearm Master to make an opportunity attack on it.
Okay.
And I don't think I can use Reckless for that because it's not my turn.
21 would strike.
Okay.
So you do 25 damage.
Okay, and I will leverage the length of the Glundau to keep it at bay, reducing his speed to 0 with Sentinel. So I think he would end up one space back.
Alright, that is it for him. Miss Ren. I'm getting a lot of
Well,
background
I sit there.
feedback.
I sit there looking stupefied.
Alright, Mei June.
I will. Alright, Majun's gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna attack recklessly with Great Weapon Master at this fella here.
Alright.
Does the stun last until the end of their turn?
I believe it lasts till the end of the Vrok's next turn, like you're
Got it.
punching.
Yeah.
So 26 would strike as you stab at him, doing another 20.
Okay, I will slash again.
12 is
I
not...
will make.
There you
I'll
go,
make
right?
that precise. Oh yeah.
So
Ayo.
18 would strike,
Okay.
and he goes down.
Nice. Okay. Since he goes down, I'll use my bonus action not to swing with the butt, but to swing with the blade on this one.
Alright, you swing up at that guy. 11.
That's gonna be another precise. Ugh, I don't know.
13. D4.
Nope, the bless went down when I got stunned.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Why I spent
13
inspiration.
would not be enough. Unfortunately, Miss Ren is stunned and cannot flank with you. And that would miss.
I will then action surge and do another 2 on some things. Man, I don't think that's gonna be it either. So we're gonna use a third precision.
Yeah, 22 will strike. Or another 20.
Okay. And then my final swing. Holy smokes, that's gonna be another precision, and that's all 4 of mine. I don't know about that one either.
15 would be just enough.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Cutting into him, you do another 26, and this one now looks wounded.
Which one?
The one that you just hit.
This one here?
Yeah. The
Oh,
one under
I
is
was,
wounded.
Yep, I was like, what the hell did you say? Okay. Alright, then I will... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay right there. I don't think moving is in my best interest.
Alright, Sim.
I am very sad, and that is my turn.
Yep, you're stunned. Gamork. We got a Gamork? Or are you muted? Alright, there you go.
Yeah, not anymore. I can do 2 arcane shots per short rest and once a turn, so I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do the shadow arrow again.
Alright, which one are you shooting?
Oh boy, let's go for... Is that showing up for you? There we go. That guy right there.
Alright, so you take aim at him.
And,
24 would strike as he is shot with the arrow. So that would be damage first.
I am clicking on longbow on the pink thing and nothing is happening.
Here, let me try. I'm not getting anything either.
I'll try once. Oh no, me
I get
neither.
like 14 damage rolls.
It might just be slowing down.
You should be able to click it from your D&D Beyond sheet as well. If you hover over, not the roll. Oh, sounded like something went. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Alright, so 7 and then roll for the shadowiness.
What do I roll for a shadowiness?
The macro for the spell.
The arcane shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So 11 damage to him, and he has to make a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright, so he attempts to save with wisdom. 18, I think, would make it. So he takes damage, but he is not blinded. And I think you have 2 more shots, right?
Yeah. So it's just gonna be regular arrows.
Alright, so you fire off 2 more arrows. Ooh, natural 1, that would miss. And second shot. Yeah, 22 would strike. Smacking him with an arrow in the side for another 9, and he looks wounded. Or sorry, 4. And he still looks wounded. Anything else, Gamork?
I am going to scoot over here. Am I able to fire over this pile of bones?
Yes, but they would give them cover, light cover. So they have +2 to their ACs.
Alright.
Alright, so Barrel, at the beginning of your turn, you take 9 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And you are poisoned. I don't think you're... Are you stunned, or are you just poisoned?
I'm not stunned.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna do a level 4 moonbeam.
Alright, so you cast Moonbeam.
And she's gonna disengage again.
Alright, so you run under the creature. I should mark.
Do I have to do... Do I get another con save on my poison?
Yes, at the end of your turn, you get another con save.
Okay. Alright. So...
Hey Lou, real quick, one thing that I noticed is that I had turned on Bless in D&D Beyond and forgot to turn it off when we lost it. So I was going back through my rolls. The one that I was swinging at should get 26 back, because that would not have hit without Bless.
Let me go take a look. I didn't see a Bless roll on there, or is that...
I just turned it. Yep, it has the plus 1d4.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Everything else would still hit, but the one that did 26 damage would not.
Okay, so this guy just has 26 more health.
And I'm assuming an 18 means I'm not poisoned anymore?
That is correct. So you would shake the poison.
Alright, that's my turn.
Oh man. I'm mentioning this late, but I hope everyone remembered their 10th HP.
Reed. You are stunned, unfortunately. The Varroks go. So... this guy is kind of mad at Gamork, but first he has to make a, what is it, Wisdom
Con
or
save.
Con save? Alright. Con... Lagging? Or no, I just need to scroll down. So he rolled a 22 with advantage, so he would make it, taking half damage, which is 16. Alright. So he is even more wounded. He's gonna fly down this way to get out of the burning, and he is going to attack Mei June with advantage.
Yep.
Crit with the beak, crit fishing. He does 18 points of damage. 24 would strike as well with the talons, unless you got a reaction.
No, I don't. Nope.
So he does another 14. So 18 and 14 is whatever that is.
And these are like slashing and piercing.
Yeah, so you would half those if you're raging.
Yep.
So 9 and 7. This one up here is also unhappy about the fire. He's gonna fly over this way.
Did he save?
He has to save. Con save. 12, he would fail. So what
Do
does
I roll
he
again,
take?
or is it the same roll?
Yeah, it's a different turn. So you would roll again. He takes 28.
28.
He is badly burned and is now wounded. So he's gonna fly over this way above his buddy to over here. Which, yeah,
I was going to ask if she gets an obby.
she is
Miss
stunned right
Wren.
now.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Did she fly past May June?
it's still
yes,
in
but
his.
not close enough for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in his threat range. So Mei
Oh,
June
okay.
did not leave Mei June's threat range just yet, but it is going for barrel.
Okay.
Beak and talons. Rah! 10 versus AC would miss with the first, but I think 19 would strike, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you are clawed for 15, and it takes what?
Well, here's one thing I was
5.
gonna. Wow. No, he would still be able to do it. Never mind. I'll wait.
And the third one over here is going to angrily attack Mei June as well.
Okay. As the second one made an attack against. Wait. Fuck.
Not in 5 feet, yeah.
Correct. Reach is so weird. Just kidding. Scratch that.
So, luckily, it didn't roll very well with the beak, but the talons are going to hit with a 24 on Mei June, doing 8 slashing, which halves to 4. And that is it for the 3 Vrox. Miss Wren.
I think you are unstunned now.
Yes, you are unstunned. Everyone is unstunned.
Unstunned. And I'm going to say, is that what I've been doing to everybody? That sucks.
That's uncalled for.
I am going to attack the one in front of me first with the Shadow Strider.
26 would strike for 19
And
damage.
I would like to attempt to make this a stunning strike.
Sure.
Poetic.
So he
Get him.
is
Get him.
more wounded.
DC is 15, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't think this is a magical attack. So
Yeah,
it's just
it
a
is.
con save. Or is this?
No,
stunning?
sorry. I
Oh.
thought you were saying that it wasn't a magic weapon. Yeah.
Oh no,
sorry.
that is. But the stun effect, I don't think is magic. It doesn't get resistance.
No, I don't
Correct.
think so.
But it got a 17.
Oof.
So I think it
All right.
made it, right?
I'm gonna punch it then.
All right. So you give it another punch. 27 would land. For another 10, and it looks even more wounded.
I'm gonna try it again.
Does it take that necrotic also or no?
Did it take?
No.
Yeah. So it would take another 5. I forgot about the gloves. Yeah. So third punch, you said.
Oh no, I'm trying to stun it again.
Oh, okay. So it makes another con save, which it's actually not bad at. Oh, it gets another 17.
All right. I won't try that anymore.
Frock is bullshit.
Yeah, no kidding. I may as well just spin all my key though. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Alright,
Get
so
him.
you take 2 more punches. Striking with the first for another 7 and 6 is 13.
Oh.
And
You do have flank, but I
12.
don't think it's quite enough.
No, that would only be a 14, so that would just miss. Anything else?
No, that's me.
All right, Mei June.
Does the Eastern Rock have any sort of cover from the center rock from me?
Yeah, you'd probably have light cover, so +2 probably.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing at the this rock here.
All right. Huh. 19 would strike with the first attack, and that would bring him down.
Excellent. I will second attack on this rock here.
Alright, you swing at that guy now that your cover's out of the way, and that would strike as well for another 18.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will swing with the blade because I killed the guy this turn.
Against which one?
The same one.
Alright, 21 would strike again, cutting him for another 18, and he is badly wounded, but still up.
Okay. And then I will just end my turn.
Sim.
Well. Oh goodness, what all is happening? I guess it's just going to be Eldritch Blasts at this one. Start.
Oh, quick question.
Yep.
Barrel. Okay, never mind. He did make a con save. I just forgot
did.
to take a look. Alright. So you're doing what now? Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, at this rock right there.
Alright. Fire off Eldritch Energy. Oh yeah. Crit for 10 points would bring it down.
Nice.
Right, well, I've got 2 more, so I might as well aim at the closer one now.
Alright, you fire off another 2. Nope, that would fly past. And 25 would strike him for another 6. Anything else?
Yeah, bonus action. I feel like still might as well heal Barrel.
Alright, you cast a heal.
Just the celestial feature.
Alright, you use your celestial feature to heal Barrel for 13.
And
Ooh, that's
now-
Ingalls.
Could you link that ability?
Yes, surely will.
And that's it for you?
I'm gonna move back into the corridor, but
Alright.
oh goodness, where is it?
Alright, sounds good. So, Gamork, what are you gonna do?
I am going to move to right here, and now I have a clear line of shot. I'm going to take 3 longbow shots.
Alright, so you move there, and yeah, you would have a clear shot on him. You would strike with the first arrow. You get him right in the back.
Okay, the thing's not working again. There we go. 13. Halved.
So that would be 6 points on the first attack. Go ahead and do the second one. It might be something with the macro, because I don't think anyone's able to click that.
He's using Beyond 20.
I mean, with the chat macro.
Oh, gotcha.
Because whenever, yeah, like when I was clicking on it, didn't do anything. But yeah, 20 would strike a second time. As another arrow gets him in the back. For another 5. And your last shot.
I think this is going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, 29
Pretty
would
good.
strike again. Doing another 4 points of damage, and he is looking very beat up, but he's still alive. Barrel. You're done, right, Gamork? Did you
I
move
was
back?
going to move back a
Yeah.
bit just in case.
That's fine, so you back up.
Alright. Yeah, I'm good, meow.
Alright, Barrel, what are you doing? Are you muted?
Sorry. Let's see. He goes. Let's see. I'm just gonna run up here. Can I can Beryl reach him if she was to go up beside him? How high is he flying?
He's probably about be like 5-10 feet off the ground. So he'd be
Well, if he's 5 feet off the ground, she can reach him. If he's 10, she can't.
he'd probably be about 10 because he was flying over his buddies.
Okay, because she's only 2.5 feet tall, so even if she has 5 feet of reach. All right, then in that case, I'll just move the moonbeam just in case the others aren't able to finish him off. And yeah, that's all.
All right, Reed.
I'm gonna head south. And I guess I'll just take a couple Eldritch Blasts against this guy right here.
All right, so you blast the remaining one.
Oops, that did not work. Hold on. Sorry.
Well, never hurts to link it. 28 would strike, dealing 7 with the first shot. 13, unfortunately, would miss with the second one.
Okay.
You get one more. We're level 11 now.
Oh yeah.
23 would
50.
strike, doing another 13, and he goes down. So that is it for Reed, and the group is safe. What do you all want to do? Allegedly. Actually, let's take a quick 5-minute break for bathroom and stretch.
That sounds good.
Reed's running up there.
I just wanted to see if anything was down here.
I was gonna say
Saving throw.
good for you,
No,
bud.
just kidding.
That's
All right, I'll be right back.
You go outside?
Is everyone back?
I'm back.
I'm here.
I'll eat my apple.
Mike seems to be picking up random audio while he's away.
Sorry, guys. I've been having really weird things happening with Discord. Like on my computer, I'm getting really garbled audio. So I tried switching to my phone, and then certain people were muted. So I was going back and forth. And apparently, when I take my headphones out, my computer turns back on and gives everybody all sorts of feedback.
Oh, that's what's up. Good.
Well, that hasn't been too bad.
But was I the last one to return?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, is everyone back?
I think so. I don't know if I heard from Reed. Yep, there he is.
Is May June here?
Yep.
Alright. I think that's everyone then. Alright, so other than that, the hallway looks as it did before. You don't see any more creatures in this area. What do you want to do?
How did nasty birdie lizard birds get down here? This hallway empty last time Tribe was here.
That's a good question.
Creatures
try
like
to-
this most likely summoned.
So with
I'll
your
try to look
light,
around for more scratches.
yeah, with your light, it would seem like there are other signs of passage here. You see scratches and what appear to be hoof prints. Some of them are going south, some of them are going north.
Cloven hooves?
Yeah.
Looks like someone has been busy in here. Is there any essence we can collect of these demons?
Yeah, so when the Vrox died, they left behind their demonic essence. There are... Someone has Arcana or Alchemy.
I have Arcana.
I have
I'm
alchemy.
+5 in Arcana.
I think that's better than me.
There are, if you want to take some time to collect, there are about 120 gold pieces worth of rock essence.
I'll take the time.
Okay. So you gather their essence. Do you have something to put it in?
There's vials in the bag of holding.
Alright, so you can grab a vial and you would have the rock essence.
You want me to put that in the bag, guys?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Tribe needs to get more vials when in char. Only one more empty in bag.
Well, I have a vial that has acid in it, so at some point,
Vials
I'll just
vials cheap.
dump that out.
Tribe should just get many more.
Okay.
Well, it seems like perhaps we have stumbled onto something more complicated than just a handful of, whatever these fucking things are. Shall we carry on, or shall we do what we came here to do? What is the vibe?
Beryl used most of Beryl's big magic.
So it looks like the trail goes deeper into the barrows. You could go try to track more demons down. You could try to leave. It's up to you.
It would not do to miss the summit, but we still have 3 days. So long as it does not take too long to investigate further, perhaps worthwhile. But I would not want to risk entanglement that would leave Isik unwatched.
Maybe we should go speak to Ayara first. She may have found something that could be helpful in dealing with these things.
Barrel's hoping IRF brought Mr. Reed fancy armor. Tribe asked.
It is true. Given how many there are, this is not the work of moments, so losing a little more time, probably not too dangerous. Perhaps worthwhile to do what we came to do in town and then investigate further before returning to the city.
I agree.
Alright,
Let's
so you
head back
want
for now.
to head back?
Yeah.
Give me a D20 roll.
These are fun. Gotta love D20s. 5 variants. Hey, that's the second 4 I've rolled.
Ooh. Fuck just happened? I am in a wall.
Everything shifted 5 feet up. Like all the tokens everywhere. Not sure why.
Oh.
We're all gone.
You're
We've
all
all been teleported
gone.
out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the 4 was. It
Yep.
was you all immediately die.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. What is happening?
The whole
Something's
universe drops 10 feet lower. Everything takes full damage.
So suspense. Watch WoW.
Alright, so the group is traveling through the tunnels. Which exit are you going out? You know of, I think, a house one and a well one. You haven't been back in town in a while, huh?
I think we were going out the one that was closest to us, which is the one that Beryl wanted to go out before we hung a right to follow the
that long.
tracks.
In game, it wasn't that long ago that we were here. That's because we did the Anna Kate's whole storyline.
Yeah, that's true. So... Yeah, I think you only have the well in the house. Was there another exit point you knew of? I mean, I guess there's the barracks one, but that's pretty far away.
I really don't remember which ones this group remembers.
I mean, wherever. According to your description from, maybe 30 minutes or an hour ago, there was one hallway that went west and one hallway that went east, where the rock tracks were. I think we were just heading back through that one.
Oh, I just realized... oh no, you're on the map. So this is a whole new area. This isn't part of the Halls of Tarsus. These are the barrows under the town.
Right. Well, it looked like you were saying there was one hallway that we knew went back to town, yes?
Yeah, so... Yeah, the one... like I said, either of these will go back, so I guess you'll go to the well that's closer. While you're moving around down here, you do notice some other rock tracks in the tunnels.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, they've been doing some settling in. Huh.
Seems perhaps that these creatures were not contained to the place that we came from. If they're out,
We should hurry to the town to make sure none have gotten above ground.
Oh fuck! Good idea.
I mean, we teleported out of here to Izek 6 days ago. That time contraction.
This is gonna be crazy if we come out here and it's like a literal demon invasion.
Oh God.
Yeah, we can wrap this up in 3 days, right, guys?
At that point, fuck the summit.
Alright,
Right.
Everything looks fine within the town. You come up through the well, and you see people moving throughout the town. Nothing seems to be out of order.
Yeah, I mean, surely Ayara would have said something about that in her response.
Right.
Oh, by the way,
Everything's on fire.
everyone's dying.
Meet me somewhere else to retrieve your things. I'm not going in there.
By the way, have you ever heard of Mayrune's Dagon?
So you're heading to your burrow, which I think is here, right? Your house.
I think we might have come up there. I'm not sure.
We came out of the well.
Yeah,
Oh, the
you
well,
come out of
okay.
Okay. So yeah, you go to your house. You find that a couple of people are here, actually. So it's been a while. You see...
Presumably Alira.
Yeah, let me get some
She's
pictures
the
of people.
hospital.
So Alira's there, keeping an eye on things. She would greet you all, say, hey, you're back. Run over and maybe give Anna Kate a bit of a hug. She says, how has the trip been?
Beryl would launch into like a little bit over exaggerated stories of our encounters.
She says, I hope your mentor or your the one who was hunting you didn't find you again, Anakate.
No, not yet. There has been no word of him here, I assume.
No, not since you left. The mayor has kept an eye out, but I think he, at least for now, is gone.
Thank you.
She nods and says, oh, Iara is back as well. She kind of points to the stairwell. She should still be upstairs. I'm surprised she didn't come down when she heard you.
Who is this Iara that you guys were talking about? I don't believe that I've had the pleasure.
I'm gonna race upstairs to see if she's in my bed.
Okay.
That sounds hilarious.
Do you frequently find... I'm sure he didn't say that.
Right. Yeah, Reed, not every woman is immediately throwing herself into your bed.
No, I just want her out of my stuff, man. I have my own room, I assume.
Read odd or even.
Odd or even.
Yeah.
Odd, always odd.
Strangely enough, she is sitting on your bed.
God damn it. Get out of my room, woman!
She says, there was only so many rooms in the house. I figured I didn't know this one was yours.
I have my warlock stuff in here.
And I didn't touch it. What did I steal from you? You don't have anything worth taking.
Oh.
You know, personal space.
In any case, it's good to see you all as well. I have
If we all follow Reed up the stairs.
Sure. Actually, when she sees you, she'll kind of get her pouch together, and I'll say she heads downstairs with the acquired goods. She says, it was a long journey, but I did find some things.
And you said this conversation is happening upstairs now, or did she come downstairs?
She came down.
Okay.
So she starts going through her bag. Let me get out your notes.
Elven chain for Reed.
So she says, I traded away pretty much all your stuff that you gave me. So the bars, the emerald, the armor, the ball, the bag of devouring, and the spell scroll. I was able to get... I was able to get the elven chain and the goggles of night.
Nice.
And the insignia of claws.
Ooh. That's exciting.
Those three things. So all the stuff you gave her to sell is gone. She says the bag of devouring actually got me the most yield. It was a collector that wanted that.
I think that's the only reason Reed was willing to give it up.
So I'm going to delete the other stuff from the list. She says, I don't suppose you got more things that you were looking for me to go trade again. I also made myself a pretty little profit from it.
Wow. Iara took so long. The tribe found another finder of things and sent new things with that one.
What? Is someone weaseling in on my job? He does not have the contact, or whoever it is does not have the contacts I do.
Whoever it is, do you claim to be the best in all the continent then, perhaps?
She says, who's this guy? What's with the accent?
I assume we would make introductions both ways for the other party members that don't remember that weren't here for Ayara.
Yeah, I don't think she
We
knows
basically got
Gamork either.
Yeah, we basically got the same offer from Ayara that we got from the Kivan. What's his name?
Mr.
Um,
Kavar.
Yeah,
Anil Kavar.
except Kavar. Yeah, that's right. And then except that it was like way back on like the 30th of autumn that like we sent Ayara off with stuff. So it's been a really long time.
Says, I can't believe you'd hire someone else. You knew I was coming back.
I think I do owe Ayara a little bit of money. Because we had only paid her through the 61st, and there was a fee depending on what she found.
She says, well, I made a good profit off of the trades, so did she actually ask for
It was 2 gold daily plus 5%
okay.
of her fines. So we paid her the 2 gold daily through the 61st of autumn.
All right. So at this point, she says, you don't have to worry about paying me. I'll, if you have more things for me to trade, I'm fine by just making money that way.
And I'm assuming that the Elven Chain is going to Reed, and then Goggles of Night to Anna Kate, and the Insignia Claws to Beryl. Is that fine, everyone?
Yep. The only reasonable distribution, really.
Did you make a list for the other guy to trade?
Oh, yeah. And I'll remove these things from that list.
I gave him a shit ton of money for anything that would make me stronger.
Yeah, we allotted a bunch of stuff for May June, and I think we should contact Kavar.
I don't know if we have a way to.
And
but, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Oh.
I can't remember. Because when Kavar first came to us, we like mentioned that, oh yeah, we've heard this story before and we haven't heard from her, and then I think he gave us a way to contact him.
I don't remember that. Where's the list that you sent for him to do?
That one is on his actual character sheet. You didn't make a separate sheet for that one.
Yeah, he's under the Char NPCs, and the
okay.
text is on his thing. He didn't get moved to a different place on the...
Gotcha.
I think
Right.
that...
I was just looking for him. You said it's on his sheet?
Yeah.
It's on his actual, like, character sheet, yeah.
Yeah, under just NPCs, there's a folder for Char NPCs, and then on his...
and I actually... I mean,
you
I
can scroll down to find it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, under his bio. Yeah, there we go.
Lots of gold and such. And
well, yeah.
You sent
We
him
basically-
out as well. Yeah.
Yeah. We sent him probably over 60,000 worth because we figured there were 6 party members, and that gave that allotted like 10,000 roughly. Not that it was going to be perfectly evenly split, but for like people to get the different items they were looking for and stuff. So.
All right. So he hasn't been gone that long. It's only been about 6
Right.
days. So he's still out. She would say, well, I guess you don't have more stuff for me to trade then.
We would certainly prefer to work with someone we already know and trust, but unfortunately, Mr. Kavar made a good case.
He says, well, I guess I'll just be going then, since there's no more work for me.
Actually, tribe has... Do I understand correctly that no one in the tribe can wear this mithril chain because it's heavy armor?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Wait, I thought you said it was Elven Chain.
And that's
Oh,
what
no,
we
no,
just
no.
bought. We found some
yeah.
mithril chain a little while
The
ago.
mithril chain is in our bag of holding because we found it in the last week or so.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we have the movable rods too, but someone had that on their wish list, so I'm assuming we're keeping those.
Yeah, they're just too useful. I love those things.
Yeah. So technically, we
Technically,
have some mithril chain. We could send her to maybe get a magical weapon for Gamork or one of Sim's wish list items or something. Someone that hasn't gotten. And I know, May June, we want a weapon for you, but I think hopefully Kavar will come through for
No,
that.
May June is good with his weapon.
Oh, it wasn't weapon; it was a strength item, wasn't it? Or
Yes.
yeah. But I know we committed a lot of resources and really stressed that to Kavar, so I was assuming we're hoping that he's going to come through on that one for you.
Certainly
She
do.
says, well, I was just kidding anyway. I don't need to leave town right away. I've been enjoying my time relaxing and spending time drinking with the locals. They seem to have taken a liking to me since I'm with your group. It's surprising. I don't think I've ever been in a human colony before where I was actually welcomed. It's a new experience.
If
And go ahead.
if Iara keeps friendly and communicate regular with Illyra and Sidar and Melody, when Melody comes back, then these people may have jobs or may have requests of Iara to help tribe. They are tribe's representatives here.
Wow. I doubt there'll be any I doubt there'll be any work worth doing within town. But I will keep an eye out regardless. Who did you say she should keep in touch with? Illyra and who?
Illyra Sidha, the blacksmith we set up in town and brought from Highguard. And Melody when she's back, but right now she's in Isaac.
Sidha, okay. She says,
I might be saying that name wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So Illyra would also mention, did you all speak with the governor at all? Or the mayor about building some kind of mansion on a plot of land in town?
I certainly did not.
No.
She says, well, with the town prospering, the mayor had mentioned she wished to speak with the group. Apparently there was a plot of land in the southwestern part of town that she was possibly thinking of selling to you and maybe letting you invest to create something there. In addition to the house, of course, she says.
Perhaps it is worth considering. As Ayara says, there are only so many bedrooms here. And it seems you are gathering something of a following.
I've never had a castle before. Might be cool, she says.
Perhaps castle is too grandiose an ambition, but...
Well, if Blackwater gets an estate, I don't see why we can't have one. Not even sure what's going on with him. There was a lot of weirdness between him and his sister.
His sister wouldn't be into demonology, would it? Would she?
I have no idea. I don't even know if Blackwater ever got back into his estate. It might still be his sister who's running it. If you remember, she had kind of locked him out last you were all here.
Yup.
But in any case, the mayor said you might want to go talk to her once you get back. She was offering the land at a fairly cheap price to try to, I think, get us to invest more in the town.
We dig up some of the gold that we hid here. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. I messaged that silently to Anna Kate.
Did you hide gold here?
I'll say, I'll respond. I know as a monk, I should prefer austere homes, but I admit I really did enjoy living with a noble for a while.
I would have waited until Iara was gone, but Beryl would ask Illyra how the vault project went.
The vault project. What vault project?
So Beryl was trying to build like basically a safe under the tribe burrow to store valuables. And Illyra said, "Oh, I've got some ideas for this. Let me take over." And she started on the 60th of autumn, and you said it would be ready in 3 days.
Oh, yeah. So she says, yeah, I have a place under the house that I kind of made up that's well hidden, but I wanted to hold off on doing anything too elaborate in case we ended up building this new mansion somewhere for our cause. You all keep bringing back more and more money, so I figured we might want to relocate.
I don't. Does Tribe want to build new place? She'll look around at everyone.
Well, I wouldn't have to steal your room anymore, Iara says to Reed, giving you a little wink. You know, there's only a couple of bedrooms in this house.
Every women just throw themselves at this guy.
Kate, it's like, this is bullshit.
Anarchy, there's a secret to getting women to throw themselves at you. It's money.
Reed's not the one with all the money.
I mean, technically, he carries the bag.
I guess that's true. He does have the
Barrel's
party
on the
treasure.
quartermaster out of character.
All right. Well, what do you all want to do? So you got your stuff. Do you want to head
Beryl-
back to Issyk? Do you want to look to the mayor about this house? Do you want to go look for demons?
I do want to do a quick shopping trip, but it's just for basic stuff, so
All right.
like vials and whatnot.
So if it's just basic stuff, you can buy them at book price.
Okay, so assume we stop by the market no matter what we do next.
I think perhaps before we consider investing in real estate, we make sure this place is not about to be invaded by some sort of demonic horde.
I mean, that's a good negotiating tool. Yeah, I hear that property values are about to really decrease.
Wait, demons, demonic horde. What are you talking about?
Just idle talk. Don't worry about it.
Oh, also, did you bring Nimble with you? I assume you left him back in Issyk, but
Yeah, I meant to
Right, my
ask
assumption
you.
was he wouldn't want to leave Issyk, but I didn't actually think about that.
he would be very interested in coming to explore a human town, but also he would want to stay close in case his queen needed him. So he'd probably ask to stay through heavy heart as much as he'd want to see a new place. But yeah, what is this about demons? What are you all talking about? Lyra says, suddenly looking worried.
There was some evidence of summoning down below. There is always some chance there is not a summoner, but some other infernal... I do not know, but most likely there is someone down there who is summoning demons to some purpose and perhaps just leaving them.
Oh, that's not
It is
good.
worth investigating.
Well, I think, yeah, you might want to tell the mayor about that. But we haven't seen any weird demon attacks up here. Actually, things have been pretty much great. I mean, the caravans are coming through. The town is becoming more popular. There's whispers of development in the undead city, which is bringing a bunch of people here. I guess Issyk is... I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Issyk. I assumed you all would know that.
There is a lot happening in Issyk right now. But,
Well, yeah, a bunch of mercenaries have been coming through, going up there on foot. I think they're working for the nobles, or maybe some of the laborer companies. Maybe they're expecting to start rebuilding soon.
Expecting, hoping, we will have to see. There is much to still be decided.
As well, whatever the case, Char has been bustling with supplies, rumors, and a lot of new people.
Not always a good thing, but there is always reason to hope.
And she nods. Says, I've just been taking care of, taking care of the house, taking care of the groups of affairs, the usual. So what do you all want to do? You're technically in downtime right now, unless you want to go look into the demons right away.
If anyone is interested in talking to the mayor, I would go with them. Otherwise, I'll just go with Beryl to the marketplace.
I will go to the mayor.
All right.
Well, if Reed's going, then I'm going.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going. I'm
guys-
going.
yeah. If you guys want to go while Beryl goes and gets,
I
we can
mean,
say
you
she's
could
stocked
go to the
back up on the party
marketplace, then
supplies.
go talk
Yeah.
to the mayor. You don't have to
That's
do
fine.
it.
Beryl doesn't
No,
need to
that
be
sounds
there.
like way too much.
It's not like
Bring
there's
the
a
mayor to the
time
market
crunch. Yeah, you could invite the mayor into the marketplace, I guess.
Yeah,
Let's talk
have her
about
people talk to
mayor
our
in the
people.
marketplace.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and go to the marketplace first? Go ahead and buy whatever you want to buy there. Maybe go see the mayor as a group. At this point, it's probably about 6 o'clock in the evening because you've been doing stuff for most of the day. Actually, it'd probably be more like 8 o'clock. It would be late. So the marketplace is closing soon. Go ahead and buy things at book price.
Okay.
And do you want to see the mayor tonight or wait till tomorrow? You know she's probably in her house by now.
I'm feeling urgent, so
Yeah,
whatever the tribe
we
wants to do, we should get it done fast and get back to Isaac, and we still have to investigate the demons, so...
right, but
well.
we're wanting to get a sleep in before we go investigate the demons. So
Right,
we
but that
may as
doesn't
well.
do the mayor tonight, so that we don't have to do it tomorrow.
Well, we're bothering her at her home. That might be.
Alright.
She did request our presence.
True.
What time is it right now?
It's
It's not too late.
probably about 8 o'clock in the evening.
We'll drop in for a late supper.
I have preference for haste, so would rather do as much as possible sooner rather than later. It's
Alright.
uncertain how extended demon encounters can be.
So the group hits the market, heads over to the mayor's place. She doesn't have the swath of guards she once had, but there are a couple of guards outside. They would notice you. I assume you're not trying to sneak in or anything. So they would notice you and give you a friendly wave. They say, "Tribe, it's good to see you. I heard rumors, or we heard rumors that you were back in town." Very quiet.
Word travels fast, I guess. Yes, we are hoping to have an audience with the mayor if she is not retired for the evening.
I think she should still be awake. Let me go see. And he, well, I guess you just walk up, knock on the door, and about maybe 10 minutes later, Mayor would open the door. Kala Asher, who recognizes the group and is overjoyed. She says, "Ah, you've all returned. It's good to see you're safe and well. Anna Kate, we have not seen or heard of the tyrant that tried to kidnap you, so at least he has not been back here."
Thank you so much for the update. I do hope that he doesn't trouble this town anymore.
Wow. We've been keeping an eye out. The town has grown quite a bit. Just in the last few days, we've had all sorts of people arriving, both for Isaac and for Lorraine Blackwater. She's been mobilizing mercenaries, so I'm not sure exactly for what. So the town's been abuzz with activity.
Well, that seems like something that we should look into.
Of course.
Well, maybe not us, but somebody.
So, I assume you didn't just come see me for pleasantries.
Well, we were told first that that you requested an audience with us.
Oh,
so,
yes.
We came to see what it is that you wanted to discuss.
She says, "Oh, well, it was nothing urgent. I was thinking perhaps you would be interested in making a more permanent and more grand placement for your people somewhere within town. There was a plot of land that I was thinking might be nice for some kind of estate, much like Blackwater has established, or now his sister has established anyway, since she's taken control of it. But that's not very important. We could always discuss that in the morning."
If that is not urgent, then perhaps it is incumbent upon us to apprise you of perhaps urgent matter. There is some evidence of demonic presence in the barrows below the town. Below this
By evidence, he means we fought 5 of them. Or 4 of them.
Demons? What? Why? Why are there demons below the town? Are you sure?
They were certainly
Yeah.
demons. It may be that it may only be passing presence, but it does not seem likely given what we have seen so far.
I assume you're talking of the Barrows, yes?
Yes.
Oh, that is bothersome, to say the least. And you have no
If we are-
idea why they're down there.
If we are fortunate, this is just some lone wizard being reckless and experimenting, and perhaps too careless with containment. But if that is the fortunate outcome, then we are still faced with circumstance nobody wishes to see so close to a place where people reside.
First undead, now demons. Well, we haven't heard any word of attacks, so at least they seem to be staying underground, at least for now. She says, "Well, we do have other mercenaries in town. Maybe we should hire one of them to look into it. I assume you are still busy in Issyk. With all that's going on there, I'm actually surprised to see you down here."
Isik is stable enough for now, although we need to return soon.
She nods and says, "Well, we do have some mercenaries in town that might be able to look into these demons. You don't have to go yourselves unless you feel it's urgent. But of course, if you are willing to help us, I would always take the help."
I was gonna say I don't know about urgent, but unless these mercenaries are quite talented, I am concerned for them.
Well, we
Demons
have
are a whole other thing.
She says, "We have had a good amount of new blood in town, so I could put out word that we need someone to explore the Barrows and look into what's going on down there. But
have there been any suspicious newcomers that look like they might be the kind to summon demons?
Not that I could tell."
Have you seen any warlocks?
Many new faces have come through town recently. Lots of builders and tradesmen. Like I said, with what's going on in Issyk, I think people are rushing to try to get in on the rebuild, make some gold.
I think it makes sense, perhaps, to let some people know what little we have found out so far, but too many rushing in to investigate when they are not properly prepared could be as much bad as good.
We can spend a day here and investigate tomorrow, see what we can find, and then
It is
and then provide better information to those who wish to help deal with it.
Yeah, she says, "That's fine. Why don't you sleep the night, and tomorrow we can speak more, maybe more about the estate as well, or possible estate."
very well. Depending on how our investigation goes, we may have to call upon you rather late again. But perhaps not.
Well, hopefully you're able to figure out what's going on down there. Well, I think I'm going to retire for the evening, though, unless there's anything else we need to speak of.
And Kate will just bow and say, "It's a pleasure to see you as always. Thank you for your time."
Of course, and it's good to see all of you. I would love to hear some new songs from the group from all the adventures you've all had.
Yeah.
The citizens of Char would love to hear more about how their heroes are doing. And
Hopefully we can provide a happy ending.
Alright, and she would go to bed. So the group's going to go home and rest.
That's right.
Alright, so you go home for the evening. I guess You can spend gold for upkeep based on how you want to be living. Let's see. So for expenses, a normal, modest lifestyle is a gold piece. You can live comfortably, wealthy, or aristocratic. Probably only up to wealthy at this point. So 1 gold piece, 2 gold pieces, or 4 gold pieces. And if you do live comfortable or above, there are benefits to it for living for over several days.
Comfortable seems fine.
Alright, so you spend 2 gold pieces. Any amount you want to spend for each of you. To eat and pay taxes and all that good stuff. Anyone doing anything for the evening, or are you all going to bed?
Would Beryl be able to make one of those potions for May June?
Which potion?
Oh, Hill Giant Strength or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have components. Or do we need components?
So
I forget.
you need components. You need arcane, religious, or nature components up to a certain amount. But that particular potion, I think, is uncommon, right?
That sounds right.
So that would take a week of time to make it, I believe. So it takes some downtime to brew something like that. Maybe it's not a week. I have to go look up the time, but it's definitely not in a couple of hours.
Okay.
I think
I
that,
would like to collect
I think
the components for my True Seeing spell, which is, I think it's like, I don't know. True Seeing. An ointment for the eyes that costs 25 gold pieces, made from mushroom powder, saffron, and fat, and is consumed by the spell.
Alright, so you can actually make that ointment using arcane components. Because this
We
is...
rare mushrooms, and it calls for mushroom powder.
Yeah, there you go.
But we have arcane components too. We got plenty of that stuff.
Or actually, this is also a cleric spell, so you can use arcane or divine components to make that eye stuff.
Yeah, I want to get at least like 5.
I guess for an ointment, maybe you would need an alchemist.
Oh, we got one of those.
So if Beryl wants to make you some ointment with components, she can start making those.
Yeah, if it's something I can do in the time we have, then she will.
Yeah, so you can spend components from either arcane or religious, and you can make use a vial, and I'd say you could probably put up to 200 gold pieces worth of ointment into one vial.
And it looks like the time for consumables is half. So instead of a week, 3.5 days. Actually, so for an uncommon item, I think it's 2 weeks. So for an uncommon potion, yeah, it would be a week.
Yeah, it takes a while to brew it. But,
is it something that I can work on each night, or is it something that has to be continuous?
It has to be downtime, so you'd have to use a whole day.
I know it has to be downtime. I just didn't know if it had to be continuous downtime, or if I could come back.
It doesn't
to
have to be.
it
doesn't have to be continuous, but it's not something you could do on the road or just at night. It would have to be while you were in town when you had. Yeah. So you couldn't do it while you were questing. Is basically the idea of downtime.
That's what I thought. We have to stop and sit still for a week or more to craft anything now. So.
Yes. But I'll say that you can make this ointment pretty easily. So you could do that at night while with your alchemy supplies. It would just be.
But only while we're in town.
For the True Seeing ointment, you could probably just do that whenever. It's not something like a potion where it's gonna take as long a time because it's not true magic. It's more like
can she do something today, for Reed, or start something today for Reed?
Yeah, so you can take the evening. So you can't make the potion. You can make the True Seeing components. The ointment that he needs. but you just can't make the giant potion.
Right. We were talking about the ointment. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the ointment you could do right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
no,
she can do the ointment now and Reed wants it, then she'll do it. Just tell me how much I need to expend.
I think Meijun was talking about the giant potion that takes a week.
Correct.
Right. I knew that we weren't going to sit still long enough to do that.
So you can turn up to, well, as much as you want into ointment. You just have to expend components of arcane or divine, and a vial can hold up to 200 gold pieces worth of ointment.
Does anyone have a particular use more for one or the other between arcane and religious so that I don't use up what other people will use for other things?
I use religious components for greater restoration, but that's it.
Okay.
And I already
All
got
right.
them, so.
Then I'll expend the 200 arcane to make as much ointment as I can for Reed.
Alright, so Reed, you get a vial of the ointment, 200 gold pieces worth,
Okay,
which
so
I think
8.
is 8 uses. Yeah, exactly.
And I assume that's going in your inventory. I don't have to record it.
Yeah, I'll put it down.
Perfect. Thank you. For the record, at some point, Beryl does collect the wyvern egg that's been stored at the house and puts it into the bag of holding.
Alright. When does that hatch?
The 79th of autumn.
Oh, so
Oh,
it's
man.
coming up. What's she gonna do with it? It's probably getting, I don't know if it's getting bigger, but it's
Warmer?
definitely getting warmer.
Can you,
I
don't know,
put your
it's
hand
super
on
cold-blooded.
the egg and feel like it kicking?
There you go. So, evening would pass. It is now the 67th of autumn. You'd wake up in the morning. It's probably about 8 a.m. Everyone's feeling good and feeling rested. What do you all want to do?
Tribe should go to Shrine of Paylor with Bone, pay priests, and then Tribe can go on to whatever Tribe's next mission is.
Alright, so you're going to go to the shrine in the morning?
Yes, sounds good.
Alright, so the priests are there. They look like they're doing some services. One of them comes over and speaks with the group. He says, I'm sorry, but we don't have any more healing potions to sell. My apologies. There's been quite a run of people who need them. So you're probably going to have to ask around at the marketplace.
That's not why Tribe comes.
Oh, my apologies. It's been crazy with people coming into town asking for strange things that we're not used to supplying. What can I do for all of you?
Well, Tribe does have slightly strange thing to ask. She would start like pulling out the they're probably like all wrapped up nicely, but she would pull out the bundle of the bones.
What's
Priest,
this?
do we know this priest's name? I know we've talked to them before.
This priest you don't recognize.
So then Beryl would introduce herself initially.
So do you tell them about like the tribe and how long you've been here, and or are you just gonna
No, just this is Beryl. Just so she has a name to like
barrel?
to like address him.
All right, so he would nod and he says, "Well, what do you have there, Beryl? What is it that you're?"
So he doesn't give me a name.
Sure. He says, "I'm Father Timothy. It's good to meet you."
Beryl, honored to meet Father Timothy. Father Timothy probably knows stories of tragedy in Issac long time ago, hundreds of years ago.
I don't know much about
100 years
Issac
ago.
other than it's supposed to be a cursed city, but I heard that they had recently done away with a lot of the undead there and were planning to rebuild it.
Yes, Tribe working hard on restoring Issac and much better now. But many victims long ago had sad end, and Tribe encounter some of those stories and Tribe make promise to lay to rest these victims. Bundle has 3 victims, 2 children and 1 adult. Sad ending. Tribe does not know whole story, but Tribe make promise? Can Father Timothy help Tribe keep promise? Tribe will make donation, of course, to Shrine.
Oh, I see. Of course, we do funeral rites all the time. So you have actually come from Issyk. How
Yes.
long? How long? I thought it took quite a while to travel from there to here. Or
Many things possible with magic.
I see. Interesting. Well, of course, I'll I will bury these bones for you. Did they have names, and would you like to speak at the funeral, or you said you didn't know them, right?
No, unfortunately, Tribe just knows they met sad end and were innocent victims. Tribe just wants Bones to know peace in sacred ground that would have meant something to them in life.
I see. Well, of course, we'll handle this. Thank you for bringing these to us to send off to the afterlife. Is there a specific grave plot you'd like for them, or shall we just bury them in a pauper's grave?
Beryl looks around at the more human than Beryl companions to see if they have any insight, because this isn't really her religion.
I don't think it matters.
I would.
As long
I
as
would.
it's consecrated.
Yeah, I would say if you don't mind, I would like to have them buried in maybe a plot together, where there can be a marker with each of their names and that they were.
We don't know their names.
Oh, we don't know any of their names.
No.
Okay.
Well, we can still get them a gravestone, even if we don't have their names. Maybe just mark it with a symbol of Palor or something. I don't know if you have a certain symbol or something you'd like to mark it with. We could do that, or else, yeah, we could just bury them in a plot together.
It seems to Beryl that Palor was primary god in Issyk when tragedy occurred, so it seems fitting to use Palor.
All right, we'll have a symbol on the grave for them then. Yeah, we'll perform the funeral rites most likely later today. We'll just have to get some of these supplies together and have a grave dug, but we can do that for sure. For a grave plot together, it would cost 10 gold pieces.
Beryl will pull that out of her own pouch and give it, just because it's handier than pulling it out of the
All right,
party.
so you pay him, he nods, and he says, "We will definitely take care of this, do not worry. They will be laid to rest."
Great. There you go. Reed wrote the little inscription.
"Here lies innocent victims of the vile Shadowlord." He says, "All right." He takes notes and says, "I will put that on their gravestones along with the symbol." Is there anything else we could get for you? Says, "All right. Well, good travels to you, friends, and hopefully we will see you again, healthy and safe. May Palor bless you." Praise the sun.
Thanks, Father Timothy. All right.
Praise the sun. Use sunscreen.
Yeah. So you feel a sense of happiness as you fulfill your promise, and you would all get an inspiration point.
Nice.
Hey.
Fancy.
Saving them for the wyvern hatching. She's been stockpiling for that.
What does the group want to do now?
Let's go find us some demons.
Heal.
Oh, speaking of which, well, I guess we're going underground now, so it doesn't matter. I was just going to be like, hey, how sunny is it here in Char on this lovely morning? But I guess it doesn't matter too much. Beryl's like got her hood pulled up and she's like scurrying like on the shady side of the street when there's that option as we move about the city.
It's autumn. It's a little bit rainy right now, so the sky's gray. Luckily, there's not as much sun, but it's still light out. So Barrel probably feels fine.
Okay, cool.
So
let's
you're
go climb down a well.
you're headed back underground. So you notice there are a couple of guards at the well when you get there. They are armed and kind of on guard. As you approach, they stop you and say, "Whoa, citizen! Due to possible demons underground, we are not allowing anyone to enter any of these areas that lead into the burrows right now."
Oh, they are
Good
sure
Mayor
to be
Asher is on
vocal
top of
about that.
things.
What did you say? Sorry.
We
Beryl
look
said
like
that Mayor
just anyone.
Asher is on top of things. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Reed.
Do we look like just anyone?
Says, no, you do have a bit of a mercenary feel to you, and that one in the back looks large and angelic. But we have seen a host of strange characters in town recently. Are you mercenaries looking to help with any problems below? Is that why you're here?
Yeah.
Says, all right, fair enough. You've been warned, though. Be cautious. If there are demons down there, they could be very dangerous.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so they. Go ahead.
We will be sure not to bring any back up with us.
Oh, well, yes, you definitely should not do that. As they step aside, letting you go back down into the barrows below. Alright, so you re-enter the area down here. What are you going to do?
I guess we head back up the way we came, towards the halls of Tarsus, and
Yeah,
follow
where we
tracks.
lost those cloven hoof tracks was probably the place to go. Seemed like there was a lot of activity there.
So you're headed back to the area where you encountered the tracks. Give me a d20 roll.
Oh, fun.
Alright. So you move through the tunnels. You don't have much problems. It seems like they're fairly empty. You encounter some tracks that might suggest there are or were rocks in these tunnels, but you don't bump into any. So there might not be that many. Like maybe there was a single one that was flying around or something. Getting back to the halls of Tarsus, you come to the spot. Let me check something here. You come to the spot where the tracks go both north and south. Which way did you want to look into?
I think I would turn to Beryl and say, Beryl, I think you're the one that can tell these tracks apart most easily. Which way do you think we should go?
Okay, Beryl will look. Where are we on the map? Or are we on the map?
You are all here.
Oh, okay. Right. So then, yes, she will do a survival check.
Oops. I dragged myself on. Oh well.
Oh, wow. Nat ones, both of them.
Whoa!
Hi guys.
With the 12, you would see the same trails you saw last time. It looks like demons have gone both north and south from here.
What do we know of the tunnels down here? What is to the north or south of here?
South is dead end. Tried found closet there.
South
Everything
led.
was
Well,
disintegrated.
south led to like a vault area that you cleared out.
Well,
Was storage room, but was very old and everything had disintegrated.
Yeah.
But perhaps if we know what lies that way, we should confirm there is nothing there, and then safe to go north with nothing behind us.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's ensure that there isn't anything where there shouldn't be.
Okay.
Alright, so the group is heading south into a new area. Well, not a new area, but
Right.
into an area you've explored that is not part of this dungeon. And do we want to end here, or should we explore the new area for a couple of minutes?
That seems like a decent enough spot to stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because or else we might get into a battle and then just have to end there. So,
Cliffhanger.
yeah.
Dun dun.
Why don't we do MVP votes, and we will call it here. As the group goes to look into these demons while they wait for the summit in Issyk. Alright, we got 2 votes.
Barrett's also wearing, like, since we got up this morning, you notice she's wearing, like, an amulet that's, like, kind of bejeweled. Got, like, a little symbol of a claw on it. She seems rather proud and pleased. Although, Lou, I can't find it in the compendium. It's real funny.
I'll have to go look for it. So it looks like a tie between Reed and May June, so I need D20s.
Woo, roll off.
Dun dun. Oh no! Son of a bitch.
Alright, Reed is MVP. Congrats.
What happens if there's a tie on these? Do we just keep rolling until someone wins? I feel like
Yep.
both
Yes.
people should just get it on a tie.
No.
We
That
did that
actually
once.
happened on Thursday.
Oh, did it?
We had a 3-way tie on Thursday, and then we rolled, and then we had a 2-way tie, and then we rolled again.
That's awesome.
It was pretty fun.
Good night, everybody.
Alright,
Like-
good night.
Good night.
See you next
See you guys.
time.
Good night. Thanks, Lou.
You're welcome. See you next time.
Would you mind enabling the sharing, like, before you leave, just so I can add that for next week? I'm not sure, though, if it's going to matter, because since I roll from beast sheets, maybe I need to make it like a global modifier or something. Because if it's in my inventory, that might not affect my beast attacks.
I'm not sure. You might have to do some manual setup. But,
Well, that's just it. Is like I would have to like set it up in every wild shape sheet
What's
in
it
their
called?
attack. Insignia of claws. It's very much a moon druid specific kind of item. Like I mean, not that it doesn't benefit other druids, but I think it's pretty much tailored to moon druids.
I'm not seeing it actually. Wonder if I.
What are we looking for? Some.
Insignia of claws.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thing. I don't recall what it does, but I've seen it.
Maybe
It
I don't
adds
have the
plus
book
1
for it.
to attack and damage rolls that
It's
you make
from-
with natural weapons while wild shaped.
It's from the Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, don't have that book. That's probably why.
Okay.
Did you say something about Wild Shape?
Well, I mean, it's going to help her when she's wild shaped. It's going to make her attacks more effective while she's wild shaped. So
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah. It doesn't specifically mention it, and I think that in most cases, magical items don't translate when you shift.
Okay, I mean, everything I've ever read is that this like was basically built for druids because so it's just for their wild shaped form. So if this doesn't do anything while she's wild shaped, then she has no use for it. That's just always what I'd understood this item to be.
Okay. I mean, it definitely could. I'm just not reading anything on the description that says that it should work in Wild Shape. I'd say it's probably up to Lou at that point. Yeah, it just says unarmed strike and natural weapons. But like, for example, like magical weapons typically don't translate to Wild Shape.
Right, I understand. Yeah.
Yep.
Some
Alright, well-
wearables like that might be able to shift with the druid, possibly, but usually not weapons or.
Yeah, I think the only things that would be like concentrated spell effects. Obviously, like bark skin or something like that. But even like magical armor and stuff like that doesn't. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. See y'all.
Well, I thought to ask when I put it on the wish list because, like, I mean, that's just how I've seen it used and read that it was the purpose for, and now I'm like, okay, now I got to go find out what Jeremy Crawford says. Like, everyone's always said that like item is for druids, for moon druids, you know.
So I think. So I think you would have to have it put on you after you wild shape, otherwise it would form into you like all your other magic stuff.
But I can choose not to have stuff form into me.
So if that is the case, then you're probably okay. As long as as long as you can choose that. I don't remember the exact word.
I can choose which items form into me and which ones don't. And like I mean, I've always seen it like Beryl couldn't wear the bag of holding. She had to drop it every time or form it into her, and that's why Reed started carrying it, was so that the party would still have access to it while she was wild shaped.
Yeah. So I mean, if you can choose
handy haversack, like a lot of the handy haversack is more useful to a druid because the druid can wear it. It's a magic item, so it fits to her when she changes shape, and she doesn't have to absorb it into her. So then, like, it's still accessible while she's wild shaped. Like, that's how. I mean, I guess I might not know what I'm talking about. That's just how all of the reading and all of the games and all the DMs I've ever worked with have played it. So now I'm doubting myself about all the things that Beryl has requested.
Let's see. B shapes.
I'm trying to find anything from Sage Advice or whatever that's specific to the insignia of claws.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you can choose, you can just choose to have you can choose to have it stay on you.
So she'd be wearing a necklace in her animal form.
Yeah, I think the insignia is like a pin or something that you would put on a cloak. I think.
I always assumed it was an amulet, but the description is just a jeweled insignia.
Yeah.
The jewels in this insignia of the Cult of the Dragon flare with purple light when you enter combat, empowering your natural fists or natural weapons.
So you could, you could say maybe you could hang it from a chain or something. You could choose. I mean, as long as you change into a shape that can wear the insignia, then you're fine.
What shape couldn't wear the insignia?
I mean, like if you turned into like something without shoulders, like a snake, because then the chain would just kind of fall down your body. I mean, I guess technically it would still be on you. It would just be kind of weird because it would be dragging along the ground. But I guess that could still work too. Or maybe like a fish or something. Like there are certain animals that would be weird to try to have the insignia on, but yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry that I asked for it now. Like, everything is the read between the lines and different interpretations from different groups and everything is just such a frustrating part of D&D. Even if you think you've done your research and you've read it a dozen times, you get
Well,
hung out to
I think it would still work for like 99% of your beast forms, as long as, like I said, you were in some form that could wear a necklace, which is most things, I think. But yeah, if you have stuff form into you, it wouldn't still function. So you would still have to keep it on the outside for it to function, which you could choose to do. But just certain wild shapes, you might have to not do that. Like I said, like if you're a fish or a little bug or something that couldn't wear it. So it's still pretty useful for you. Like your bear form, I think, and your snake form, and most forms could wear it.
so snake form can wear it.
Yeah, like I think it would just be very specific things that couldn't wear a necklace. Like the snake form could wear it, it would just be kind of weird because it would be dragging on the ground a little, maybe. Because I don't think, I mean, the snake, yeah, I mean, it's pretty thick, but you could probably still have it on a chain. So, yeah, most forms I think it would work in. So, I think you're fine. But let me take some notes here, because I'm going to wrap that up.